We're back. Shit's unfucked. Hi guys, welcome to Alternate Adventures. Let's get to a recap. Because shit fucked up at the first hour of the stream. We cut that shit out.
You know what? Speed run the recap. The only way I fucking know how. Hold that thought. Where's my shenaniganry music? I need it in my soul right now. Josh, we all need this right now.
Yeah.
Bam. Give me my weasel. God damn it.
You have your weasel.
Okay. When we last left off, Kiara had a huge adventure where they were getting to handling their family shit. It's been handled. There was a fishing trip with psychic sharks, divorce papers, and elemental bombs. An outhouse that's now being used for a ship restaurant. From there, we had the Witchlight Carnival, where it was actually an investigation on Key's past. Trauma ensued. Thankfully, that has been also helped out. Key is back to being more pixie-like, which is lovely. We started today's session with what are people doing, and what the fuck? Kiara's being cheese back.
Am I back now? I'm visible? I exist?
Oh, yes, you
Ew.
The funny part is that the token was perfectly aligned to it, so it looks like you had a nice little outline.
Yeah, I didn't even notice until like I looked really closely and saw me moving, and I could see me behind myself. Awesome, love it.
As for the rest of the important material, what the people?
Shit is fucked.
It is, but it's fun. Meanwhile, as for the rest of the things that happened on their 2 days off before their adventure, Kilara was practicing with their dad's weapon. I'm sure that went well. We also had Key being like, "Fuck y'all, I'm a pixie now." It was great. Belza is working on their potential future Hellrider and hearing voices in her head. Did she choose to listen to them? No, she said bye. And Silas kept looking for a window into his home. Couldn't find one, heard voices in his head. Also the cold, icy grip of death possibly on his shoulder. Who knows? It's fine. Is that about it?
Yes.
Good. Oh.
Okay.
With that, though.
Yes. With that, by the way, just real quick, want to say thank you to everyone who's actually just, like sticking around through all the stuff. We love you. We appreciate the several follows we've received during this stream. But we're doing our best, and I apologize. We all humbly apologize for the technical issues and problems that we were having, but we are set to go. So thank you so much for sticking around.
This is not normal.
Agreed.
This is OBS saying April Fools, bitches, and we are the fools.
Yes, basically.
Very much. This has been like the biggest struggle bus today. Normally we're not on this extreme, so thank you guys for your patience.
Absolutely.
With that though, couple of days have passed, and finally, after everything that's been going on, the tender's been very scarce the past couple of days. And as you guys have, she's only really come out to get you guys food and then back to work. And finally she returns a couple of days later, sitting at a table, hair probably a little frizzled, with a shot of something stiff, and a new golden key on the table. Ugh. Key, come here.
You just fly over like, so, a little harder than you thought?
Look, it's not that it wasn't harder, it's just more time consuming. And with that, she'll kind of gently hand over a golden key. And as you look in it, you can actually see what looks like that memory of your childhood kind of replaying in the folds of the key.
He's probably looking at it, just this like kind of somber but bright grin at the same time, and just So, looking over at the rest of the party, Bolt like pretty much carrying the key in her pixie form, so it's just dangling below her. Shall we?
Please. Either I'm going crazy or the tavern's haunted.
Wait, you're hearing things too?
Yes!
We need to go. We've been here for too long.
Oh fuck, this tavern's haunted.
Yeah, Kilara just coming out of their room, kind of toweling off or whatever after like kind of doing stances and practicing a bit with the glaive. They come out with the glaive kind of shouldered. What's this about ghosts and shit?
We're leaving,
Yeah.
tavern's haunted.
I'm sorry, what?
Tavern's
Even
haunted.
the tender's looking at y'all like, have you guys fucking lost your minds?
He looking over. I don't know. Haven't heard any voices. These two apparently have.
Well, I was hearing their voices. That's what.
Yes.
Okay. Lexa, if I can arrange to get you some sage, would you mind cleansing the tavern? You see her just kind of looking a little pissed. It's like a sigh's like, yeah, I'm on it. You guys get going. We'll be here.
Thank you.
And seriously, if you come back talking about voices in your head while you're outside, it's not an excuse as you like turn the key and open up to see what looks to be like a small town in the forest. And what looks to actually be like a farm next door with a cow that has mayor painted on its side.
Like, probably that popping open, seeing the cow. Huh, they still elect that one.
Kay, what the fuck?
It just kind of, don't worry about it. It's a bit of a pixie prank. Joke. Surprised they
I
still
will
keep it
say-
going.
I will say, Key, you recognize that you are not in the Feywild for this, but it's most likely a matter of you're close to a connection point where you could, get there pretty easily and safely.
It's still that moment of, she recognizes this. And it's a moment of, not in Feywild, but still a moment of, they still kept it going.
Definitely. This is like a standard action prank that's just done. And apparently this town's invested in it because you just see one of this farmer come over and put a little button on her horn. And it literally just new mayor.
What?
Even Q's just kind of like, I'm still surprised after all this time they're still doing this prank. Surprised the town's following through with it. And keeping it going. God, they tire of this by now. Oh well.
How long has
Looking
this
around.
been going?
Q just kind of... I don't think you want to hear the exact number. It's been going on for a long time.
Something tells me you started this.
I may have had a hand on the first one.
With that, though, you're able to easily step through. As you find this town to be very small, it's 3 or 4 houses, a farm. Looks very old. But outside from the outskirts, Key, you don't need to make a check for this because you kind of have that extra sense for this kind of matter. You do see there's a tree line nearby as the sun's starting to set. And probably that prediction of probably over there.
It's the moment of, the first spot I stepped foot on after exile. I'm back. My entry point is...
Creepy
Probably-
woods with a slight purple hue.
Yep. Probably just, come on, over here, and just flying towards it.
And this is where I'm going to have you guys make me a perception or investigation check. Key, for the sake of things, you can do this at advantage. Or actually, for the sake of things, Key and Kilara, we're going to have you, Key, make it a straight roll. We'll get your disadvantage out of the way. Kilara, I'm taking yours as disadvantage so I can see it. And that way the disadvantage for all of you is taken care of. I'm going to complete the quota.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the disadvantage was needed, but
Nope, it wasn't.
The Pixie's
Um,
having issues refinding it. It's been eons.
old.
Yeah. Old. I will say as you're walking your way around and through, You realize that things do look a little different in an awkward, kind of unsettling way, as what you would expect to be a place, if it's a link to the Feywilds, it normally is full of life. Even when it's another season and such, there's this magic about it. And this just doesn't match. You see various fungi spreading across, decay on the trees and the limbs. The wildlife is less. Key, you're struggling to find your way back to, your home. But I will say, Kilara, your hair's standing on end at how this place reeks of death.
I do have a keen nose, so as I have
In that case, would have been a straight roll. But yeah, you have that strong hunch of like, this is not right.
I'm kind of, as we're progressing forward, I'm kind of doing this thing where I will kind of drop to a squat and kind of pick up something that seems off, maybe like grab maybe just a handful of the soil, like if it looks weird, and just kind of bring it to the nose, sniff it a few times, and kind of rub it between my fingers and let it drop to the ground beneath me as I'm looking at it. Something's not right here. Something's decaying. Something's twisted.
Probably hearing that, he just stops trying to do the search for a moment. Just the cheese influence and veiled lady combination. Looking around, nah, not good.
Yeah. I will say it doesn't take too long though, as you
I don't
continue
know what
your
the
walk. Eventually, though, Key, you'll start to pick up the trail as you continue your walk. And the deeper you go to the woods, the more that transition happens. The more you just smell death around every corner. And with that, welcome to the beginning of the Fae.
Interesting.
And I need you all.
Well,
Go ahead
this
and roll me
doesn't seem
initiative.
so bad.
Go ahead and roll me initiative.
Okay.
And we're off to a great start.
I'm still sniffing dirt.
Sniff that dirt. It's good for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mine's not really any better. God, me and Kilara.
Mm-hmm.
You're
The
doing
keys.
your best. Tail's on point, though.
And
Mhm.
at
Hell yeah.
least one person's on point. Because my little Roomy babies are not.
They're also distracted by what? Bags. Anyways.
Who knows? But with that, Silas, you're first. For the sake of things, this is a little more of a social initiative. So, for those that don't know how I tick with this, feel free to move about the cabin as you see fit for the need. But obviously, if something is going to trigger combat, then we will be doing initiative proper.
Mhm.
What would you like to do?
Okay. I have no clue where the fuck we are, but I'm assuming it's somewhere in the Faerun. So I guess we're going into the spooky woods.
Into the woods. Da, 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 da. As you start making your way in, you just see the roots and the spindles of hyphae and such just spreading all over the ground. It's honestly a little discerning. Feel free to keep
This
going
place needs a
deeper if you
gardener.
want. Feel free to keep going if you want.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Again, social initiative, so you're free to move a little more if you desire. As I'll say, as you step forward, the next big thing you'll see is this
Silas,
bright glowing light. Sorry, go ahead.
Silas is gonna turn back behind, see that no one's there, and he's like, guys? Hello?
We're coming.
Yeah,
It'll
we'll just let
probably
you
be
guys
like,
work as we'll just let you guys roll as a group right now.
probably just the like turn around. Where is it? Sees this pink glow kind of just zoom. Like what?
Right here. Right here. You're good. Do you want me to take point a little bit?
Oh, good. I thought I was going to the dark, scary woods. No?
Here,
Maybe?
I'll hold
It's
your
been a weird
hand.
day!
I'll hold your hand. Would
At
that
this
make...
rate, you might as well just hold me.
Is that a promise? Just
Yeah.
What do you... You know what? Fine! He just... fucking give me the uppies!
scoop him up like bridal style, just whoop.
You know what? This is fine. This is fine. As he has one arm around her shoulder, he's like, you know what? This is fine.
As you're getting bridal carried, though, I will say you clearly see a soft glow appearing over in this direction.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Want to check it out?
At this point, it's better than spooky voices in the tavern, and where the fuck we are.
Question, DM.
Yes.
Are we still in this initiative, or am I able to do a thing?
You're free to move out the cabin.
Okay,
And
I
yes, we're going a little loosey goosey for this first bit.
I would like to, while we're moving this whole time since we've shown up here, I'm ritually casting detect magic with my feature. It's the hunter's mysticism. So basically, as we've discussed in the past, like my way of casting quote-unquote detect magic is that I'm just hypersensitive to magical auras. So I ritually cast over the period of 10 minutes this effectively like sniffing and feeling like those goose pimples and like hair standing on end and just kind of feeling out magical auras to locate them and understand them.
So with that information, I will tell you, you've been sensing a lot of magic as you've been getting further away from the town and deeper into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But as you round the corner and you see what looks like these giant mushrooms that have just formed this crater in the earth, it radiates it. It just fills your senses.
Okay.
The only thing is that nauseating feeling as you realize that it's nothing but necrotic energy.
Interesting. I will communicate that to my teammates and say, "Oi, wait up. Head there? You see those mushrooms, yeah?
Yeah.
They're radiating some pretty noxious magical auras, something necrotic, something vile. Careful."
Get ready to rock, Silas, and I'll kind of shift him so that he's kind of sitting on my shoulder.
He?
Alright, I guess we're here now.
I'd like you to make me a history check with advantage. Or actually, history or nature, your choice.
Believe nature's my better bet.
You know this is your teacher's doing. She's never done it to this extreme, but this is her work. You know that she specialized in fungus and fungi and hyphen, and all this is just a mass production of it on like a scale that you've never seen her work at before.
So looking at it, just this is teacher's work. She never did it to this scale, though. This is looking at the rest of the forest.
sorry,
and
what?
like, choking out. Just looking over to Silas. What one of my 2 teachers, the first one that was still within Feywild before banishment, the Veiled Lady, did a lot of magic involving fungus spores, that sort of stuff. This kind of motion towards the mushrooms,
I'm
her
sorry,
handiwork.
Apologies, but you thought this was the proper time to mention that now, before we went into dark spooky woods.
And it's just a moment of, well, you didn't ask, and there's this big shit-eating grin.
Which leads to a fitting manner as you're
So it's just got
kind
that
of talking.
blank look.
As you're talking about this stuff, you see one sack on the mushroom cap burst as a cloud of this dust just spreads across the ground. And as the dust settles, you see it start to coalesce and manifest into little spiky puffballs in little clusters.
Interesting.
Those don't look nice.
He probably looking over. They're little swarmers. They usually aren't too bad. Kind of cute.
You
Why
just
do they
hear
have
one of
teeth?
them growl like a little chihuahua and just scuttling over.
And it's just, right. Usually they're a little more on the friendly
So I
side,
was
but
just
with
gonna
the
shoot it.
these
Shoot it with an
influence-
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
We'll count this as your turn. Clean hit.
No.
Give me the damage. Very
I was ain't
healthy.
fucking around.
Yeah, as you get this blast and you pop like, I'll say arguably it's like a cluster of like 10 of them or so. And that blast easily takes care of like 3 or 4 of them, like without much of an issue. As you just, you pop a few of them and like they all look at it and then they just look back to you just and they just growl and they're gonna keep going. Anything else you like to do?
Yeah. I would like to get down repels by jumping off. I want off this ride and I want to go home.
You are home. No, I'm kidding. If you want to get down, by all means,
You
if
got the
Belza lets you.
voices, they're back again.
Belza, what would you like to do? You see these weird little spore things going about.
They're dangerous to my party, and we've had a rest at this point since the last time.
You have had a rest.
Make sure to mark that. So, rage it is. Rage it is, hit it is. Because these things are
rage and hit.
these things are threatening my friends. It's time to die. You know, the usual barbarian shtick.
Of course.
So, reckless bonk.
Reckless bonk.
Reckless
It
bonk.
is a successful bonk.
Deploy the bonkage.
Bonkage. Yeah, you give this thing a very healthy smack as your DM tries to do math and somehow succeeds. As you pop another like 3 or 4 of them, as they just continue to growl menacingly at you.
I growl back.
As you growl back, one of them pops,
Oh.
and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Better me than somebody else. Better me than somebody else. Better me than somebody else. Better me than somebody else.
As it explodes and it fills your lungs, and you just get in a coughing fit, and you take 10 points of necrotic.
Ow.
I will say, as you deal with this, you see another one run by and just and like as it runs by, you see one of them pop, and I need you to make me another con save.
No, that's fair. Wow, my dice rolls have decided. Yeah, no, bitch.
Yeah, as another one goes, and they're just
Versus
trying to
tech
suffocate
problems,
you
and now
at
it's
this
the
point.
dice.
They're just trying to suffocate you at this point, as you take another 10 points of necrotic.
Again, rather me than the delicate casters. Rather me than the delicate casters.
I will say, as this is happening, though, everybody make me a quick perception check. Key, you don't need to make a check, but I'm gonna let the others make their roll first.
Can
do
I?
perceptions. I think I got. That's the wrong dice. Ignore.
That's brilliant.
Starts with a P.
Does not help.
There we
All
go.
three
Now
of the
that'll
P's
keep.
are right next to each other.
Yeah. So, for the sake of things, Belza,
Thank you,
you've
sir.
gotten the point. Belza, Silas, and Key. Through various reasons or another, you all kind of get the vibe of one thing. These are self-destructive fuckers. Like, literally, them existing and trying to be defensive and shit is slowly killing them. So, either you can speed up their death, or they can continue to harass you and possibly get you first. With that, though, Key, what would you like to do?
Probably just. Yeah, we go tried and true shenanigans. Produce flame on the closest one.
Sounds good.
And they say no.
They say no as they see you. And this one probably even slightly recognize you as they just, like, they see the fire and you see them make a hole where your fire was gonna go.
And there's just this moment of like it whiffs and just some of you still remember me, I see. And it's just usual pixie wide grin.
Roll! Anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
Kilara.
Can I assess whether or not it's actually advantageous for us to bother with these creatures, or is it just that they're just going to keep coming, seemingly?
Make me, actually, with your detect magic, I'll tell you one thing you definitely realize. The source of this production is this giant mushroom in the back.
Cool.
And it's one of those things where there's so many of them there, you honestly feel fairly certain that just you can chop this thing down, but there's more. There's always going to be more.
So the mushroom is its source.
At least for these little fuckers.
I will, the eyes zone in on the creatures, and then they look beyond, and the focus pulls to the mushrooms, and I pull the boomerang off my back, kind of aim for a second, and I'm going to huck my boomerang at these mushrooms. Try and take the necrotic mushrooms out.
Okay. Make me a roll.
Will do. 12.
That is enough. Give me the damage.
Wow. Okay.
It's a giant immobile mushroom. What did you expect?
Yeah. 10, because I had +2 to that from thrown weapon.
Okay. You lob off a chunk of it, and I will say, as you do this, you do realize another matter that might be of use. It looks like there's a tunnel There's a tunnel system. Maybe there's a way you could get inside.
Interesting. I'm going to catch the boomerang on the way back. And is this traversable?
Yes.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I start wheeling around. Actually, do I have 30 or 35? I have 30, yeah. I start wheeling around and sort of flanking, quote unquote.
Sounds good. Before we get to the top of the initiative, you're fine. Silas. Ground control to Major Silas. Are you possibly
I
mutated?
need to remember to turn my goddamn mic on.
What would you like to do?
Die of embarrassment for one.
And actually, I'll tell you one other bonus matter.
Secondly,
This little puffer in the back looks to be low in numbers.
That's good to know. Belza could handle them. Silas notices the roll 20 chat. What the fuck did you do? Whatever. Silas will notice that Kilara went for the giant mushroom, yeah?
Yes.
The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's see what I can hit this with. Going on, everything's blowing up. Not now.
Oh, it's
Alright.
I think the secret is we all have to struggle with it once. Like once we all have our suffering spree, maybe then we can finally have peace.
Chris, your turn next.
Doubt.
Alright. Everything's stabilized. People has fucking stopped. Alright. Let's check my spells here.
My apologies, y'all got an Easter egg.
Huh?
Nothing. I had to take care of a personal matter. It's been resolved.
Actually, I have a funny idea.
Say your funny idea.
I don't want to burn a spell slot on it though, but I kind of do, because mushrooms are interconnected, correct?
Keep going with
Like,
it.
From every. I want to cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh. Okay. I will say, as you're casting Detect Thoughts, you just hear like hundreds of voices chattering.
Well, it's not telepathy. No, it's not telepathy. It's
Emotion, sensation.
focus your mind on any one creature that you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. What is most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper.
They're coming. They're coming.
So
They're
yeah,
coming.
I guess what
They're coming.
the fuck? Well, that's great. They know that we're coming. All right. That
Do you wanna go-
is. I don't
Do
want to
you
use
want to
my
go
bonus.
deeper?
Yeah, I'll probe deeper. Let's see here. What do I gotta do to probe deeper? Make
I
a wisdom
believe-
saving throw against my DC of 15.
Hold on 1 minute.
So, a reminder to the stream
There's
that
what I
you,
need.
you can in fact cause chaos during this. You can give advantage or disadvantage. Do as you will.
Or to the DM.
True.
Oh wait, doesn't the DM have disadvantage too?
Yep, and guess what? This is totally my first roll, so the deed is done. As you kind of probe deeper, as the fact of they're coming, you then hear a different thought kind of coming in. And it kind of hits differently. As amongst the sounds of their coming over and over, you suddenly hear another voice that says, "Proceed with the plan as scheduled."
Plan? Oh. Okay. I don't think I can go any deeper until next turn, so that would be my
Yeah.
turn.
Belza!
Barbarian do
Little
what barbarian
chihuahua
do.
puffballs.
Oh wait. Sorry. So I just reread the spell. It says if it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its mind, such as something it worries over, loves, hates. Okay.
Okay.
Does that affect the
So-
spell in any way?
I will tell you, the proceeding as planned seems to be its major focus. It wants to get this task done the sooner the better. And the fact that there's a panic or concern that you all are coming, they think you're going to stop it.
It also knows I'm in its brain.
Oh, trust me, they know.
Cool.
Anyway.
That is everything. I'm sorry. Got to do the things.
Belza,
thing.
beat shit up.
Beating shit up.
Bonk.
Clean. Give me the damage.
The damage is.
Okay. There is one left.
Very clean bonk.
As clean as I can get it.
Which leads to them. As this last one will just try to like bite your leg, and as it bites, it pops. As he's gone. And I need you to make me another con save.
Ironically, I was hovering over the button. Like, yep. Should I make another one for the other one?
Actually, let's see how simple brain these are. They got some brain because of the hive mind. It's gonna swarm through you as you see them all running by like a little drive-by. And if anything, yes, a few of them will pop during the drive-by, make me another con save. But then it's gonna go over to Silas.
If it's leaving my range, I will take a swipe at it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that will hit.
Nice.
And give me the total
Beautiful.
damage, because I'm guessing the first one succeeded, the last one, 12, probably fails.
24 succeeded, and I'm confirming on the 12 right now. The 12 failed.
Okay, so
As you
5 and
take
10?
another 10, 5 and 10. But yeah, this last one, after getting like slapped, you see a few more pop as it just goes to Silas. You just see it like you see like 3 of them just wiggling what you would assume are their butts, ready to try to bite him in the shin. Anyway.
No.
Oh.
Okay, at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably getting about here. And yeah, let's just pop the little bastards. So flame attempt again.
By all means. That will hit. Very nice. You pop a couple more. And like they like you see like one of them look over and it's like "Meh," and then you pop it and it's like "Meh."
Probably as that one, like that one popping, just you're not playing nice and being nice. You know what's going to happen. Just flame-moting fingertip again for next time.
You know what, for funsies, roll me an intimidation check.
Because it's like they know her. They recognize her at this point.
Okay. Come back to that thought. Kilara.
I'm once again going to take aim at the mushroom. I'm gonna see. Can I see the actual stalk of the mushroom?
It is very low to the ground, but I'd say if you aim right, you could easily hit it.
Then it would make sense for the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try a sharpshooter, and let's go. So this will be -5.
Oh, crit city.
So natural 20 -5. It's still technically critical.
Dang.
Yeah. So, yeah. Go ahead and give me the damage just to make sure. Double the dice.
All right. Let's go with that.
Plus 10. Yeah.
So 25.
You chuck this thing, and after like the little bit of damage you did earlier, along with that, you slash clean through the stalk. As you see this thing just fall over, an explosion of this, of this pollen and such just goes everywhere.
Perfect.
As on the side,
More of those.
but I will also say, as you see, it's like, I did it. It's like, ah, fuck, I did it.
Mm-hmm.
There is a very clear tunnel system that goes down this way.
Perfect. So if that's clear, basically I'm just going to call
Pilar
out
destroy it.
the mushroom.
Kilara has opened a pathway.
Yeah. When I catch my boomerang, when I catch Wojciech, I'm going to call out to friends and say, "All right, mushrooms down. Now we just need to clear the way with these guys. Let's do this." And I will. I actually kind of like my positioning right now, so I'm just going to prep, and that's where I'll end my turn.
All right. Moving on. Silas.
All right, so
Bugger likes
Silas is going to wrap around. No, he likes me. I don't like him. Let's see here. I think we still have access to Hive Mind. I want to dig deeper into the plan.
All right, let's make another save. You get flashes of the different elemental or the different seasons as you see the thoughts of these hyphen warriors that you've seen before getting ready to slip their way through to these different seasons.
All right, I know their plan. They plan to invade. I don't really understand how you plan to invade seasons, but I guess they plan to. And it's no bueno.
Anything else you'd like to do?
At this point, I've wrapped around it for, I guess I'm gonna try and make my way to the entrance, so right up next to Key. They can take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you'll see one of them do a nibble on your shin as it pops. And I need you to make me a con save.
A con save? Don't mind if I do. So, nice seeing y'all.
You take 10 points of necrotic. That's all they can do. And actually, I forgot because we made it to the top of the initiative. You're fine. Yeah, Silas, you moved closer to the entryway. You detected thoughts. Is there anything else you can do or would like to do?
There's not really much I can do. I'm gonna save my last spell slot. My goal right now, I guess, is survival.
Okay. Belza.
I gotta protect Silas. He's my teammate. So, main action, usual shit. You know the drill. Time to
I
bonk.
got you. Bonk it good.
As I will, as a bonus action, take one of my potions.
Yeah.
Because
As you just use your anchor and smack the last pair of them all the way over here as you see them explode. But easily enough able to take care of it.
5, 10, I think 10, 15, 20, 25, just getting closer to the hole and looking back. All right, move it! I can't hold him up for long.
Which I'll clarify for this point above the table. Your goal in this point, get to the square.
30.
If you get to the square, you will be good to go. With that though, little fucker Puffer's turn. For the sake of things. Oh, perfect. That's accidentally a very nice solution. Let's see.
Wait, did I get healed for 7 or did you?
I did. I'm currently in the desperation zone.
Oh, damn. Feel that?
I am at 33 out of 61. That's fair.
And actually, they'll attempt to be greedy. So each of these is gonna pop a few. Pardon me as I do the math. And I need Belza, you need to make me 2 con saves. Silas and Key, each of you make me 1.
1 failure,
Okay.
1 maybe a success. 16.
One success, 1 failure.
So 15 now.
Key, success. Silas, fail. On a failure, 10 necrotic. On a success, 5. But that is all they can do. Is I'll go ahead and tell you, as these things have popped and such, you can tell they are all kind of on their last legs. Apparently, you actually kind of caught them early on their maturation process, so they're not exactly super potent. Key.
Okay. Yeah. Sibling chat, they just got home from work.
Of course.
But, you know, shenanigans, I guess. I'm doing
Shenanigans.
correct in front of me kind of deal. Ooh. Not exactly hitting them directly, because that would also hit Belza, but I'm gonna have to see if I can get Ice Knife, like, right here.
Okay. Make me an attack roll.
So it would just be the cold damage that they're getting hit with, and that is
Well, I'll
a
tell you
dex
this much.
save.
It definitely hits. Let's see. Their save.
And both of them have to make this.
Yeah.
Wow.
1 success, 1 failure. As one of them will take half. There's only 1 puffball left. The other one just straight up get, like, they're little, like, popsicle puffballs. Very healthy.
Okay.
Staying put or moving closer.
I'll move closer. I'll risk the pop attack from both of them.
Okay.
So 5, 10. Then I can get right about there.
Alright. For the sake of things, I'll go and say they'll both recklessly pop a few of themselves as they try to go for you. And go ahead and make me 2 con saves.
Okay. 1.
Success.
2.
Success. Both of them succeeded.
Okay.
You only take 10 points of necrotic altogether. As Silas, these 2 puffballs that are left, there's by 2 puffballs left, there's literally only 2 left. But with that Key, I'll say because you're partially in, you are good to go.
You'd probably be just above the tunnelway, just like, come on, guys.
Exactly. Moving on. Kilara.
Just to clarify,
Shoot.
When these things go down, do they do damage to like an AoE damage?
No.
All right.
Good question.
I would like to throw and move. So I'm going to throw first to try and eliminate the amount of op attacks that happens here. I'm going
Okay.
to aim because there's 2 here. I guess I'll aim for that one.
Mhm.
See if I can eliminate it.
The one by Belza.
Yeah,
Go ahead
because
and make
that
me the roll.
if Silas moves away, he can trigger 1, but if he moves straight through, either way, he can just run straight rather than having to defer from 2.
Right.
I'm going to attack that one. Yeah, 22 to hit.
Oh, easy. And I'm going to tell you, you don't even need to roll the damage. As you slam into this thing, you just see it get obliterated.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And while moving ahead, I throw it, catch it on the run, and I'll just turn back to the others and say, I got you back, run!
Moving on. Silas.
All right. I'm gonna take the dash action, I guess. Then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You are
Then
safe.
dash over to the blue square.
And you are safe.
It didn't pop.
It did not because it already uses
Yeah,
a reaction on key.
The monster did pop.
Oh, that one used its
Oh,
reaction.
dope.
But it's a moment of.
Then I'll use my bonus action to drink a potion if that's allowed.
Absolutely.
All right.
Cool.
With
TD4
that,
plus 2, was it?
Yep, 2d4 plus 2. And
So that'll
as
put
you're
me at
doing
7.
that- all right. And I'm going to move on down to Belza.
Eliminating as many as I can to make sure that Kilar has at least a somewhat safe way through. So, fuck
Yeah.
this guy in front of me.
Fuck them.
14?
That'll hit. Definitely. And in the same light of story, it's more than enough as you slam it out of existence.
And I'll, as Kilar said, keep moving. And pop a potion because I am not in great straits.
You are safe. And it is now their turn.
Mm-hmm.
And this last little bugger is going to go over and attempt to nibble you in the shin as it pops. And make me a con save.
A con save. 19.
As you succeed, you only take 5 points of necrotic.
Perfect. And awesome.
I will say though, as you are starting to make your way, you're like, that's it, they're all gone, right? That's it? I'm going to direct your attention up here. As you see, there's another mushroom that's already shaking and rustling as more spores fall out. And you just see more of them being produced.
Mm-hmm.
As some of them even begin to go and just start the scuttle.
Okay. Is it safe
You
to assume, to assess that by eliminating the mushrooms themselves, they can't spawn anymore?
Kilar, you've been doing some you've been processing a lot as this has been going on.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I'm going to tell you I think you know.
Mhm.
Because a lot of these things are really connected together, the only way you're truly going to stop this process is if you attack the source.
Right. I guess what
This
I was
is not the
asking
source.
was... Right. I guess what I was asking was... I mean, obviously, though, from any of these that exist, it's a hive mind. But I guess they won't come from the source if, like, for instance, I chopped down the one mushroom. That means they can't spawn from that mushroom specifically anymore? Or...
I'll say yes.
Okay.
Like, you've clouded out that one mushroom, so until another one grows back,
Mm-hmm.
which I'll even go and tell you, as you're looking, you can see it already starting to, like, bud and create a new one.
Okay. Temporary reprieve, then.
Exactly.
Cool.
I will go ahead and say above the table, I think you have a strong hunch that it's probably your best bet right now is to keep moving forward.
Mhm.
Which leads to my question. Are you all moving forward?
I believe so.
Yep.
I slide in behind into the tunnel, and I insistently say, "Let's go, let's go, let's go."
Move, move, move.
And with that, we are out of initiative. As you begin your journey down into the depths of below.
Mm-hmm.
As it's dark and dank, you see the hyphen slowly spreading across the caves and such as you walk your way through. I will say, though, as you're going, it's quiet. There's not a lot going on, as even though you might feel the pressure of something watching you, there's not a soul here.
Okay.
Eventually, though, as you work your way down deeper into this place, you'll find some signs of life.
I don't like
As,
it here.
as eventually, thank you, technology, you bitch. At least it's just that. As you step into what looks to be like a quiet grotto area, you actually see teeming normal life in this case. Trees, flowers, budding and blooming, a pool of fresh water. It honestly looks quite lovely.
I'm gonna pound back a few potions because I have a lot of these.
Pound them. Pound them.
I'm gonna pound one myself. Maybe a couple.
Oh yeah, no, I'm doing a bunch.
Actually, I'm going to clarify one thing for this case to that because it might help. Because you're in a safe space, when you drink these potions, go ahead and take the max value.
Oh, thank God. Let me
So
just
in
do
this
that.
case, heal 10.
Oh no, I'm not just doing one.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying in general. For each potion, heal 10.
Okay, I'm back up.
As I take a swig of something.
See, Belza just, you see her almost bleeding from the mouth as she has to, like, go one after another, after another, after another. That was 4 potions back to back. Putting the empty ones back in the bag.
Silas is downing one.
Those things are nasty.
King out. Oh,
Oh,
hey,
no.
Key. Hey, Key.
Yes.
I'm trying really hard not to be a piece of shit right now, but what the fuck?
And just kind of, well, what'd you expect from mushroom stuff? And then
Ugh.
at this point, she's gonna have a like probably a rare moment, and she's
Know
gonna
what to expect
focus.
from here, Key.
And there's just this bit of a like stereotypical pixie giggle from her, flying around Silas a bit, and just veiled lady technically lives in one of the forbidden zones for a good reason. There's a bit of hatred between her and the season court leaders. And the
Oh, I picked up on
general,
that with the invasion plan that was coursing through my head,
and she's just kind of that,
which she is enacting now.
and it's just normally it would just be you leave my little space alone in the Feywild, I won't do anything. So the key definitely has fucked with her in a number of things.
With that in mind, though,
Silas will
you're
try to
free to move
regain his
out the cabin.
composure. I fucking can't right now. Fucking can't. How deep is this water?
Like, chin. Not deep at all. Maybe a foot tops.
Probably is like Keys flying over this going, huh, surprised she actually left this all alone.
Key, roll me a insight check.
It's that moment of, surprised she's left this alone. Wait a second.
Kinda
Nope.
pretty.
It feels very familiar.
There's this moment of, why does this... Looking around a little bit more. Huh. And she's just gonna fly over towards this way, like, why does this feel familiar?
As you
Ugh.
walk your way through, and besides the foliage that looks fresh and vibrant still, even amongst the decay outside, the crisp, clean water, as you step a little further deeper, you'll start to see that controlled amount of the decay.
Probably just
In fact,
look...
Silas, as you look in there, you see an example of it. Amongst the glowing rocks, you see small
Effect.
caps, kind of with a slight purplish hue, but it looks to be controlled, maintained, manicured.
As in, like, someone's been gardening?
Potentially.
He's
I'd like to
probably
roll investigation or on this one. Or
By all
insight.
Either is fine. Your choice.
While he's doing that, you just see Bells on the back just scooping up a little water, taking it, rinsing her mouth out, spitting it out. Ugh! Why does it taste like rotten feet?
You hearing that, probably just back there, looking back. Necrotic fungal spore stuff. It's par for the course.
It's disgusting!
I pull my feet out as I've been walking through and look back, like kind of look down at my feet and
Yes!
kind of look back and forth a little bit, making sure I haven't been noticed, and I keep walking.
Silas, you can tell that this is actually, based on what you're piecing together as you're looking around, this is not like a mission control area. It's like a home. It's a place that
Someone
was
lives here.
or lived here. Key, make me another insight
Hey,
check.
Key,
This time at
whose house
advantage.
was this?
And he's just like, whose house is this? There was one thing. And the dice really hate me on this.
It's not clicking.
Is it
It's just like
clacking
there was one thing that was kind of with me and her during my training, and there's just like she's thinking, she literally is flying like upside down while doing this thinking and just not recalling anything as this is slow upside down circling around you guys. And then there's this probable like back to normal
My patience is.
orientation, and just more than likely it's whatever lives. It's probably further down this way.
But speaking of which,
Well, let's
let's
try
roll
this.
passive perception.
Passive
I
perception.
I know, a
15.
rare question.
14?
15? 14?
16.
16. What about you, Killar? The tension is palpable.
14.
Only
I take
14.
the thing.
Okay. Honestly, the 14 was my minimum. Is I'll say all of you, as you're making your way closer, you
Mhm.
hear the sounds of something chittering down this way.
And go into a
I
crouch.
don't like that.
I'll go into a crouch in a sort of stealth, if I may.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Stealth seems like a good option.
Do. Could be worse.
Got a
See.
+6 to that, and I roll a 12. Jeez.
Okay.
You're not stealthy.
You're trying.
Tiny Pixie, how well can she do? Okay, dice.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Key. Okay.
This is her fucking zone.
This is your zone.
Like, this is
As I'll
old
say,
stomping grounds.
Key.
She knows every plant.
Which I'll say, Key, as you're kind of getting your sneak on and you're finding, like, the comfort in here, you start to get some memories. And you remember that this was your, kind of your home away from exile. This is where you tinkered, where you played, where you learned.
And she's just kind of, this was the old spot where I was learning from her. And kind of like, probably going towards some of the mushrooms going, like poking one of them, giving like a little, like, gentle touch. And just, you're still growing nice and healthy. Good.
Which I'll say, Key, as you're doing this, you do have one other memory. There was actually a hyphen that lived in this area with you. Kind of worked as a little assistant.
And while she's probably messing with this, like these mushrooms, just I wonder if he's still here. And then that blink, blink. Hopefully he hasn't been affected.
Which I'll say, hold on one second. As you guys are kind of walking closer, the sounds become clear, and I will go and tell you, it is unintelligible. As all you just hear is
You're probably hearing those noises. Key just going, sounds like him. A little worse for wear, but sounds like him.
And hang on one second, because this is our daily dose of healthy silly.
Daily dose of healthy silly.
Sure.
My ass.
Perfect.
But yeah, you're walking your way as you just hear like the diligent working of whatever this thing is.
Probably Key
Just
gonna
kind of
go
keeps scuttling around.
about this point, probably looking down this way and just like, you are alive! And just rushes over and hugs it. Like, no regrets, no fucks given.
As you guys walk around the corner, you see what looks like the hyphens that you fought earlier. This one though looks to be like a little caster with a giant little staff that's like has a little bit of fumes coming from it, and its mushroom cap looks like a little wizard hat.
That's interesting.
And there's the 6-inch pixie just
What's this purple
hugging part
thing?
of it.
Hey, kind of coming out of the shadows. It's kind of cute.
Silas is looking at the purple thing.
So, Silas, as you're looking around, you see that this thing's been using it as like a pestle and mortar. As he just kind of, you see like this random liquid kind of inside that's just been like marinating.
Can I roll a check to see what it is?
Absolutely. As I make a check, because I noticed I forgot to fix one
What
important
check?
detail. Make me a nature or arcana check.
Try Arcana.
As I make a fix on one other important detail that
I don't know what
forgot
this
to
is, but I ain't gonna. I don't know what it is. We're not gonna touch it. We're gonna leave it the fuck alone.
You're just looking at it. Sus.
No, thank you.
Hold on one second.
It bubbles.
Okay, I've made a fix. I did notice one other error, and I want to apologize, guys. I try to not have commercials on during D&D stuff, but apparently I forgot to shut that off. It should be off now. If you want to refresh, it should have the commercials gone.
Okay.
Had a message pointing it out. I want to make sure I did that. Lord is smartass to me. He's like, you could subscribe and have to work on the first place. What? I'm kidding.
It'd be nice.
Not everyone has the money for that, though.
I know, I'm being a smartass. Anyway, I will say for fun though, Silas, you're talking about I don't want to touch that. Key, You see the little staff fuming with stuff? Are you okay with being near that?
Oh, like he's like, fuming with stuff because he's probably like hugging like it's more closer towards its face, and just
Yeah.
looking up at the thing fuming. Just, what'd you do this time? Like directly at the mushroom.
As you'll see, like, kind of take the staff and like pop it on its head for a moment, as you see some of the particles and dust kind of get to you. And after a moment, you kind of breathe it in and you kind of cough up a little bit. It's like, I was trying to do something to help make it so you all can hear me talk.
And he's just kind of, like old times.
Yeah.
My God, I don't know what he's saying, but he's so cute. I'm just gonna gently like pat him on the head. You know, some people will go like on TikTok, like will go like good mushroom and like pat pat pat.
Yeah.
I wish.
And to be fair, to the rest of you, all you hear is that. The key though, it's normal language now. It's common.
He's so cute. Just gentle pet 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 pet.
As key, you'll just hear like, I'm cute.
And he's just going, yes, you are. Looking over to Belza. Let him bonk you with the fuming thing. You can hear him then.
Whoa, really? Hit me,
Just
little
kind
guy.
of gently, just taps the staff to your cheek. And she's like, thank you for calling me cute.
Aw.
Yes, you are.
I'm cute.
Yeah.
And at this point, he's just kind of like still hugging, snuggling it up to him, just kind of like, so, since I've been gone, what's happened?
Lady angry.
And just, influences something she shouldn't have.
She got shiny. She really
And-
liked the shiny.
And he's just nodding. Yep, and the shiny is the issue.
Uh-oh.
We need the shiny.
Oh. Okay.
And at that point, it's just like, usual pathway down to her still clear? Like, very questioning.
Uh-huh.
And it's just, oh, okay. And then there's this, how come you're not affected?
I stay away. She's scary.
And just bit of a laughter. Yeah, when I did mess up on things and she got angry.
Oh, little buddy. Hug him too. Just oh.
Yay. Cute make potions.
And just, kind of probably flying like over towards the bubble thing. This is what effect?
Cute made thing help with the icky.
And just, wait, that why this entire section's normal?
Uh-huh.
Probably looking over towards like Belza and just looking at it, looking towards Belza. You got any of those potion bottles?
Yeah. No, hand over the. I think at this point there's 5 empty ones.
And pretty much being handed over to Key and just looking over to the mushroom. No complaints?
Oh. Cute knew you'd come home soon. Cute wanted to make sure home was good.
Oh, you're the best.
And probably just filling up these potion bottles with the liquid, just kind of, it is nice to see it how I remember. But it's been so long. How? Like, very, what the fuck?
Expand your question for me.
Like,
Sorry.
basically, like, looking at the mushroom going, how did it know you were coming back?
How did it know? Oh. Cute just know.
And there's just this blink, blink. I've been away from home far too long. I forgot how weird it is at times.
Cute miss you.
And there's just like probably changing back to human size form and just hug Scoop. I missed you too.
You just see a bunch of spores pop off. It just wiggles.
Like he's probably doing this like hug swirl with it and just, how would
Whee!
you feel like looking over towards Belza, looking back towards the other two, probably like with this thing in arms, kind of like so that way better position for everyone to hear, and just this was kind of an assistant. It not affected. Probably could help us.
For
What do
how
you
long?
say?
Oh, but I don't want to put him in danger. Can we come back for him? Can we get Tender's permission to bring him home?
And even with like hearing it and just like, you remember the first rule in regards to the
Yeah, but that's uninvited. What happens if they're invited?
there's just
Do we even have the ability to do that?
He has the boss.
See this again?
You haven't figured it out yet.
and even Key's just Well, none of us have asked on that. Maybe?
We come back, we can
Why not
ask.
just throw the door to the ship?
They do okay in that sort of light?
And it's just should be fine.
Oh, are the others
And-
gonna treat him okay? I don't want him to get bullied.
And
If Cutie get bullied, Cutie bap.
he chuckling on that one. Yeah, no, that stuff does hurt quite a bit.
I will say with this though, we're gonna take our break at this point.
Woo!
When we come back, we'll be diving into the deep end of what has been corrupting this place. And we'll see what happens to Cute. Fun fact, this guy has not seen human contact in so long, they accepted whatever name you all gave them. You called them Cute, their name is now Cute. Enjoy.
Yes!
Hey, I know what happens
Anyway.
to cute things that you introduce in any campaign.
No! Alright, be right
All
back,
right.
You
folks.
see, that's your fault to decide. Anyway, we'll be back in a moment. We'll also make sure to give our thankfuls and such for those that follow and subscribe on our return. See you guys in a bit.
Mwah.
And we are back. Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to Authors and Adventures. Thank you all for your patience. To my players, how are you all doing so far?
Good.
Besides the near-death experience from exploding puffballs
Doing all right.
and the fear of me giving you all something cute and the imminent demise it may bring.
Oh, it's gonna die. It's going to die. I cannot be convinced otherwise.
Not cute.
So- To give some context,
Hmm.
there has been multiple times these guys have played with me and start playing sessions. And it's not intentional, it just happens where I will show them something cute or we'll have a cute thing in the game and something will happen where they die.
Hmm.
So now it's just become a running gag to these players that, I give them something cute, it's gonna die.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you all will break the curse today. Who knows?
We'll see.
Optimism. With that, though, before we dive back in, I wanted to make sure we give time for thankfuls. We always try to make sure we have time either in the midpoint or at the end of stream to thank those that have followed and subscribed so far. So, thank you to Miss Olivia123 for following earlier this afternoon. Thank you to Semi for following. Cadillac Jack for following. And last but most certainly not least, thank you to Redhead Raven for following and subscribing. Greatly appreciated. Everything you're doing is helping us to kind of continue this lovely story and make great stories for you guys. So with that in mind, when we last left off, you guys had made your way to a small town with some clear pixie pranks, but equally the corruption of the area starting to spread and infect. So a fight with some weird puffballs ensued. Issues continued to grow, but you found a way down, where Key found her former home when she was exiled, and one of her assistants that also worked with the Veiled Lady, a little mushroom caster by the name of, well, their name is not since long past expired, so their name is now Cute, because they've been called Cute. With that though, as we are settling back in, are you guys at this point choosing to go deeper? What are you wanting to do? This is a quiet moment, so take the advantage of it how you get it.
We should
Probably that
probably
moment of, should we bring him with or leave him here and see about, yoinking via Tender's permission later?
let's keep him safe. Mean lady might be mean.
And just,
Me.
still holding him, just, yeah, you got a point.
I smack in shin.
No, stay here. Continue keeping the home safe. We're gonna
Okay.
go deal with her, pluck the shiny from her, and hopefully she'll come to. Otherwise, we shall see later.
Okay. Friend wants stick?
And just a moment of looking at the stick. Ah, bit of a giant grin. And just, if you can load it with anything good, if it's even possible to load it like that.
And this is where I need to make sure about what this sweet little baby can do. Because there is actually some things that it could possibly do. Oh. You know what? That actually sounds fun.
No.
You know what? I'll give it. It's funny. As you see, they kind of scuttle away for a while. You just hear them working on stuff. And eventually they come back, and you notice that the smoke that's coming from it is no longer this pale blue, but it's black. And they'll just scuttle over and hand it to you, Key. As the last little words you get from him before the spores wear off from before, it's like, bunk on friend, it helped.
And just probably taking the stuff and just looking at Belza. I don't know what he's stuck in this, but it's gonna hurt. And there's just shit-eating pixie wide grin of just yes.
And Key, I'm gonna stop you right there above the table and clarify what it said before it lost its language. Bonk on a friend, it will help.
It's still that moment of he's just it's going to help. It's gonna be great.
But with that, it's like the spores have worn off for both of you at this point as it kind of scuttled away to do stuff and such. So now it's back to its normal, just.
Be safe, little buddy. Hide if there's any danger.
And just gives a little salute.
Pat, 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 pat.
He'll probably give it one more hug and just, we'll be back for you.
Coming back with a bit of a giggle, just, oh, it's so cute. I hope the Tender lets us keep him.
Mm-hmm.
And just all else fails, there is the ship, but not sure on that one.
We'll kind of start following you out. And it's just gonna slowly tail behind you all till you properly get far enough away. And as this is happening, I forgot to do this other two thankfuls. Thank you, Chesapeake, for these maps and such. It is greatly appreciated. And last, most certainly not least, as MJ mentioned, if you want to help alter the game, there are ways you can do that by actually using points to give advantage, disadvantage, and other silly little quirks. So feel free to use as you see fit. But with that,
Chesapeake, who's that? I only know Chepeku.
Shut the fuck up! But with that, you guys will walk further down the stairs, continuing your exploration as you start to see the hyphen spread again as it becomes more of a prevalent problem until eventually you guys are going to arrive.
Probably during this bit of walking, I'm going to do an Arcana to see what this thing actually got loaded with.
Absolutely.
Because, while we're walking, he's going to be like, okay, what this little guy actually sticking to the staff?
It's not every day I give you guys this gift. It's loaded with one use of the haste spell.
Ooh.
Oh, so there's like he's probably looking at it like, what the hell did he put into? Oh, looking over to Belza, big ol' grin. I'm bopping you with this.
Okay. I'll trust you. You scare me sometimes.
Like he's still looking at you, and it's like that giant grin still. Just what? What do you mean?
I thought devils were scary.
And I can just picture, small form flying like almost like right into her face, and just devils might be scary, but Fae have their own charm and version of fear. And there's like minor illusion of just like really creepy
What
face
is a devil?
a bit.
What is a fae?
Oh, you don't know what
Turn order.
Yeah, looking over. You don't know what a devil is?
No, I don't.
When bad people die, they go to the 9 hells. There are 2 types of creatures down there. Devils and
The
demons.
fuck is the hells?
It's where bad people go when they die.
And he at this point is just like, and Faye,
Wouldn't know.
flying into like Silas's face and doing like flit around him, is basically what I am. There's multiple types though.
And what about our scary lady? Also, if it wasn't noticeable, if you haven't rolled initiative yet, do me a favor and go ahead and do so. Thank you. And okay, damn. They angy now. Well, plus
Didn't
3
like
dex
people
mod
crawling
again.
around their head, bro.
I guess not. So, as you guys make your way through and you see the spreading of this hyphen more and more present, more and more prevalent, you can even feel like the air's thickening a little bit. But eventually you arrive at this water, where the first thing that comes to mind is I'll say you can tell there are definitely multiple pathways to get where you need to go. As obviously your goal is to find the source of this, which I think all of you would be able to safely assume is the Veiled Lady and that key.
Mhm.
But the only other thing I'll say you notice as you're kind of making your way through, everybody give me a stealth check.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
See how sneaky you're being.
It could be worse.
Or
Holy
actually,
fuck.
mostly being stealthy.
There it is.
Like I can just picture Belza and Silas not being so stealthy because they're like having that conversation,
Hmm.
and he
Yeah.
being pixie forms able to basically like talk in the ear so it's not that loud.
So yeah, you guys are walking, processing, and eventually as this goes, it's still a semi-light discussion, but thankfully these things aren't the brightest bulbs in the batch. As you see one of these familiar-looking hyphens walking their way down the way, their arms extended to look like blades as they kind of skulk around, looking around. But they didn't see you, so you're fine. And no other movements really needed right now. So, Belza, what would you like to do?
I guess I'll motion over here to, like, stay close to 5, 10, 25, 30. Staying close to the wall so that we can continue to stealth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I'll say on this point, we are kind of using more proper initiative stuff, so just be on your toes. Kilara.
Kilara is going to continue stealthing as well and double move. It seems like our only path though is probably here. Do I see up this way?
You
Like if
see that there's multiple water routes there, or it's a giant waterway. You would assume that there's probably a way to go up that way if you really wanted to,
Mm-hmm.
but obviously it looks like it's maybe a little more up current.
Gotcha. Well, we should probably stick together anyway. So I'll double move 5, 10, 15, 20. And stealth you move at half movement, correct?
I'll let you move full movement. I'm not gonna be but so picky about that part right now.
Okay. I'll scout ahead, I guess. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And my stealth is 20. So I feel pretty confident in my stealthiness. So I just want to get to that point, stick close to this rock wall, and scout ahead.
Absolutely.
Uh,
And I'll say as you go, it becomes very clear that you can see, first off, this long string of land that kind of connects through. There is what looks to be like a potential pathway here, but it's been blocked off.
Okay.
And I'll also say as you go a little further down, you see that there looks to be like another pathway that goes this way,
Okay.
but also a pathway that, or also the river continues to go down this way as well.
Awesome.
With that, though, Silas, you're learning about the Fae and the Fiends. Okay.
I'm terribly
What would you like?
confused.
It's valid. What would you like to do?
All right, we're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. We're still stealthing, correct?
You are
Yes.
indeed.
And I
And what
can
I'll be
clearly
doing-
see this little guy, right?
You did. Yes.
But he is yet to notice.
Hmm. All right then.
I'll also clarify one piece that I didn't mention before, but I'll mention it now while you have a moment of quiet. Those vials that you were given, Key, I'll say you probably had some time with this and you can easily tell they're potions of resistance for necrotic.
Yeah, she definitely would have handed one each to everyone.
Wait, we were
It was
we
what
were
was in
given
that goop.
vials.
The goop in the little stone pot that you're like, I'm not touching it.
And essentially, Belza and
Oh,
Key
okay, then.
repurposed the empty health potion bottles.
Anyway, with that thought out of my system, moving on. Key, what would you like to do?
Same as pretty much everyone else. But so 1, 2, 5, 6. She'll probably dash, keeping up with Kalara.
Okay.
1, 2, 5, 6. Kind of just bit of a light in a sense, but also semi-home turf. She's more comfortable and knows the pathing a little.
Which I'll say you know most everything that's going on with this route. I think that's all you're get right now. Top of the initiative, I need a fresh stealth check from everybody.
Okay.
Terrifying. Yep, there it
Still
is.
very simple. Oh God, guys.
Unless chat wishes to show mercy.
I'll
Okay.
remind you all, chat, if you want to give them inspiration, you can spend points to offer it.
Oh my god.
We all rolled shit, minus
Hey.
Kalara.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speak for
Laura
yourselves.
is not.
Yes. Oh,
With
no.
that though, let's see if they notice. They notice Belza. About it.
Question,
As
though,
else,
if I may.
yes.
Would it
What's
be a group check where the average would be determined by the summation of the rolls, or would it be a just everyone's kind of on their own?
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna roll a d20, high or low.
Low, like our chances of not getting spotted. Hey.
Okay.
Limbo.
So here's what I will say then. The DC is it's a plus. Let me confirm the wisdom
It's-
modifier for these little babies. It is a plus
Yeah.
1, so the DC is 7. In this case, 1 success, 2 failures, 1 high success. I will say in this case, they did not see you.
Thank you, oh merciful DM.
Hey, sometimes an adventure's luck.
Just imagine the reason there was a little bit of noise is Silas, like, Belle's almost tripping over a rock, Silas kind of almost catching her, like, oh, sorry.
But yeah, I will say with
Jesus
that then,
Christ.
this one just seems to kind of be walking around doing small patrols around this little back wall.
Oh no, he's coming this
But
way.
it hasn't seemed to have noticed you yet. I will also say, though, I do need to make some extra movement. Pardon me for a moment.
This is fine. This is fine.
Is it though?
That's it. Belza,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
Double stealth movement, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Yes,
30,
quote unquote stealth.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just get a little ahead because I'm falling behind. I guess just keep a lookout.
All right.
Scoot, scoot,
Okay.
scoot, 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 scoot. Like realizing she almost fucked up.
With that, Kilara, what would you like to do?
How sturdy do these creatures look that are on patrol?
So you actually remember these from the Witchlight Carnival.
Mhm.
They definitely have a very hefty sting,
Mhm.
but in general, the chunky boys are those big ones that you saw earlier.
Yeah.
These again, they pack a wallop, but it's like they're more known for their speed and such, but because of that, they're a little frail. Knowing you, probably 3 clean hits would take them out,
Okay.
possibly less.
I'm going to continue stealthing for the moment, but as I'm passing by Key and Belza, I'm just going to effectively say,
If we coordinate, we might be able to just hit him all at the same time, catch him, ambush him, and catch him off guard. Just an idea.
You might alert the rest of them, though.
It's true. It's a risk.
You just kind of like you saying it's just like hive mind. We tack one, the others no.
5, 50, 55, 60 will get me there.
Excellent. With
Okay.
that, Silas, what would you like to do?
It's my turn for tech issues.
Oh.
Yay!
My computer has decided to lock up, so I am blind in the water. Literally. We're gonna dash towards the rest of the group.
I'm on it. I got you.
Just
5,
move
10,
me.
15, 20, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can stay by Belza.
Good place to be.
Good place to be.
I said I dashed.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
You did. 60 foot of movement.
Yeah.
we both dashed.
Oh yeah, that's 30.
I got you.
Cool.
Moving on. Key.
Yeah, pretty much the same as everyone else, just dashing along. So 1, 2, 3, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And Key, as you're getting close to this mouth of this riverway, make me a perception check. You hear more of those hyphen guards walking around the bend. But I'll also say you can hear the faint sounds of diligent working. Like weapons to stone. Like they're trying to break into something.
It's that moment of kind of looking at how many. Is she able to hear exactly how many, or just there's more than one?
More than one. I'll give you that much.
So she'd probably be like looking over to Keelar and just kind of like, 2+ kind of deal, pointing towards the continuation of the path.
Mm-hmm.
With that, fresh stealth checks.
Yay!
God damn it, Belza.
Ooh.
Better.
Oh no. Oh.
Guys, I think we might be fucked.
So I'll say in this moment, you're far enough away that you don't really have to worry about this one up here. As they seem to be continuing their way working up top.
One thing I noticed though was you haven't rolled for Silas, unless he's back.
Oh, that's a good point. My mistake. Thank you.
Oh no!
Anybody in chat want to show us mercy?
Might be a little bit too late for that.
God.
Yeah.
That's okay.
No, I live in this water. I'll die in this fucking water.
You might get that wish.
Would that allow me to make some extra movements behind the scenes? Don't mind me.
Okay.
Thanks, I hate it.
We're all just like, we're in danger. But the same token,
Mhm.
I'm in
we already
danger.
knew this.
Oh. Scroll over.
I've got a bad feeling about this, my comrades. A bad feeling indeed.
That'll be fine.
Okay. Movements have been made. Belza.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Odd question, how long do these potions last?
Say. That's a good question, actually.
Most
Hold on one
potions of
second.
resistance are 10 minutes or an hour, I believe.
1
Yeah,
hour.
which leads to. I'll say they last an hour.
Popping that bitch.
Pop it.
I can hear we're making a lot of noise and we're about to, like, eventually fuck up because I know I'm not being stealthy and I'm like, shit, sorry, fuck.
Damn it, motherfucker! With that, then. Moving on.
If anyone has ever tried to cross a river that's really, really rocky in, like, high heel shoes, and this is slippery and this is fungal, she is almost eating shit every 5 steps.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Great. Moving on, then. Kilara, what would you like to do?
Kilara is going to follow suit, seeing Belza drink the potion. I'll take the hint and drink the potion too. So that I have necrotic resistance. I'll remove that from my inventory. Aboof. Alright, so that's my bonus action, isn't it? To drink potion?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oops. 25. 30. We're coming around a big bend. Can I do a perception check with my action to see if I perceive any creatures ahead?
I was going to go ahead and tell you either way at this point, you need to make me one.
Oh, perfect. Not great. However, before I know the result, I would like to. Feeling that maybe my senses suck right now. I would like to combat superiority because I don't know the result of whether I'll detect them or not. So I want to use sharpened senses. When you make a wisdom perception check to detect a hidden creature or object, or a wisdom insight check, blah, 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 I can add a superiority die to it. So
Okay.
I can tack on a D8.
Come on, D8.
All right, here we go. Let's go for a date. It's only 3, so 12.
You can hear the clearer movement. I'll
Mhm.
say that you can tell it's probably there's less than 5. That much you know for certain.
Okay, but not many specific details. But I do know there's something.
Yes.
Okay, I hold my hand up, kind of like a stop, and that's where I'll end my turn.
Okay. Silas.
I am Silas, yes.
What would you like to do?
I guess dash. I can move. I got my stuff back, guys.
Oh, good. I was about to move for you, but
Glorious.
1, 2, 3. No, and I just lost, son of a bitch!
no. I'm
Shit's
on
fucked.
it. 4,
Please.
5.
Just as I was moving! Ah!
I'm moving you so that you're right behind Kilar at this point. You were able to get that far with your full dash.
Oh me.
I mean, at least
Seriously,
this
this is the we should retitle this stream to the session that everything fucks up.
On the bright side, we are all stacking up like a tactical team. We're kind of stacking up in a line, which is a proper procedure for pushing forward. So hey, not a bad formation.
The good news.
Mm-hmm.
And we're starting the music.
Yeah, I'm on it.
The good news is that my goddamn computer isn't hooked up to anything integral for the stream.
Mm-hmm.
That's the good news.
Bless.
It is indeed.
Scuff all day, every day.
All day, every day.
While that's getting settled in, Key, what would you like to do?
Let's see. Probably fly pretty much between Silas and Kilar, and also having that game of like, okay, can I hear and notice anything better? So another perception on my end.
Absolutely.
Haha, no.
Mm-mm. I will say though, to give you, since you have a little bit of home field advantage, make me a insider history.
I believe this. They are about the same. History. Advantage or
Give you advantage.
oh sure, you do nice
Bless.
here.
You do know one thing about these particular hyphens. Based on what you've seen from the Witchlight Carnival and the little faintest scraps of memories of them. Because they are common things that the Veiled Lady has made. These things love to ambush. That's like their bread and butter. They are meant to be stealthy. And when they're in their natural habitat, they are very good at it.
Yeah, so there'd be a moment of like this memory kind of coming to surface and just so if they're not patrolling and they're not visible, they're setting up to ambush. Do be careful.
Which, with that, is there anything else you'd like to do?
At this point, it'd probably be glancing down towards like probably able to see like just the faintest bit over here and going, if I know these guys, like if they're the same as back then, there's probably rough count 4 in the next area, probably huddled nice and sneaky. Watch where you step and where you go.
which leads to, as you're kind of given that warning, one of them is going to make their way out as you see them kind of like almost unhinge one of the phalanges that they have. And as they do that whip, you see it almost explode into a torrent of spikes. Key, Silas, Kilara, I need all three of you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm going to need help with that.
I'm on it.
Oh my
Remind
god.
me your save DC.
It's a
actually-
+1, I think, for Dex.
Okay. I will say in this case then it is a failure. Kilara, I'm guessing yours is the straight roll. It's just the bad luck that you got a crit success in the other.
Yeah, I take the 7.
Okay. So with that, the spikes kind of hit true as it looks like they were preparing this trap to drop on you when you got close. Silas and Kilara, you're taking 14 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Key, you only take 7.
Down to 13.
And as soon as that happens, you're gonna see one of them. You're gonna see that one, like, as soon as they dropped that nuke, they're running back inside.
Probably just a moment of son of a like that.
Okay.
Pardon
I
me while
got
I do some
fucking
extra
shanked.
movements.
It's not a good time.
Well done. Moving on. Belza.
Hello. Raging and getting into the fray.
Get in there. As you
Because
step forward and you see 3 of these things ready and waiting.
and I believe that dash is all I can do, but I'm raged out. I'm ready to take the heat.
There you go. With that, let's move on then. Kilara. Belza's charged in. She's ready to go.
Okay. I am going to. Oh, jeez. I'm going
I pushed
to.
the wrong button.
Horns of War!
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to run in and sharpshooter at the far one.
Okay. Fired will.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does. Give me the damage.
So that is 9 plus 10, so 19 damage.
Beautiful. As you get that clean shot in, and you can see like the one arm it had that was trying to grow back as it retreated, you blast it clean off as it seems to be just kind of barely upright at the moment.
Awesome. I just look back to my friends and I say, "It's go time!" And I'd like to use my bonus action to drink a potion.
By all means.
Awesome. 2d4 plus 2, yeah?
Yep.
Yes.
Cool.
To summarize this rule that I'm using is for a bonus action, you can just drink it, use the standard effects. If you take your action to consume it, get the full value.
Okay, I almost got full just on the roll.
Take it how you
and
get
that's
it.
my turn?
Silas, what would you like me to do?
We're gonna move, and then we're gonna take the perception action to try and find those little stabby fuckers before they stab me.
So are you not willing to get into the next room? I guess is my question.
Would it matter?
I will go ahead and tell you, Belza and Kilara have properly stepped inside. And and they seem to be okay at the moment. But I'll say, getting to a certain point, you can see there's 3 of them. They're a safe distance away, and they look to be ready to go. One of them has a limb clean blasted off thanks to an unidentified flying boomerang.
Cool. I'm running to friends.
You are there. Would you like to make an attack, or are you just kind of hanging out in the back?
I thought I used my action to dash.
You didn't need to dash. I only used half your movement, and you can see these guys clearly.
Mhm.
All right,
If you
I'll
wanna
make an
get
attack
closer,
against
you
one of them
can.
with Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
All right.
Nope.
Do you want to do a fresh one or the bloodied one?
Bloodied.
It's gonna be a hit.
Focus down.
As
Roll a
I'm rolling
d10 plus 5.
I can't make this up. I rolled a 6 plus 5. It's exactly enough as you blast the head clean off of this thing, or what you assume is the head.
What looks to be the head.
I'm tired of this shit. I want to go home.
What? No.
I don't
Yeah.
care if it's haunted anymore.
Kilara gives you a nod, just like a good job.
Moving on. Key.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get front Silas 6. And this one, produce flame shenanigans.
Go ahead and make me that roll. And that is
13.
exactly what you needed. Give me the damage.
Burning mushrooms.
You see it's starting to set on fire as it's trying to, like, brush it off. Anything else?
Bonus action, yeah. We will plop down a healing spirit.
Okay.
Probably put it right behind Belza.
Remember,
Give me a-
you
pull that
can
from the
drag it.
journal.
Yeah, you can drag it.
Yeah. Right there.
Beautiful.
That would hit everybody.
Yes.
Excellent. So remind me what the healing is for that one.
It is a d6 to restore hit points to that creature when they start their turn or they move into the spirit space for the first time.
Beautiful. All right. With that, then. Now their turn. And what are they gonna do?
One other thing within the reading of that, it only can heal 7 times before it poofs.
That checks out. Yep, that's what they'll do. This one, actually, it's just in the proper order. This one's gonna move down to you, Belza. And as it does so, you see it snap off one of its arms as it looks like it's ready to blow again. This time, though, instead of it throwing it up in the air to make like a little circle blast, it's going to do a cone. Belza, Kilara, Key, I need all 3 of you to make me dex saves.
Oh, I have advantage against these. Yay, barbarian!
Wow. The high-low is strong with the digital dice today.
Oh no!
Mine's just
This is
low.
almost as bad. This is almost as bad as the physical dice for this character.
Fucking nine.
Belza, what did you get?
The fucking
Because I
nine.
can't see it on my end.
It didn't,
Oh, okay. It didn't proc through, but I got you.
I can
I will
reroll it
say
if you
in that
want. I
case-
just
You know what? Sure.
actually just make sure this is working for one after I fucking refresh. It's still fucked.
Heck. Always a fun thing.
Hold on, full refresh. Jesus Christ, D&D Beyond.
It's not one thing, it's something else.
So the crowd can see it. Because I love you guys.
Yeah.
And we want to be above table. Stop being stupid. Really?
Hey, take it how you get it. I'll say in that case, Kilara, Belza, you both succeed, as you only take 7 points of piercing damage. Key, you fail, taking 14.
That, because raging would be 4.
Yep, take half of that. You got it. Actually, yeah, 3 actually. We round down, remember? But then with that, now that's out of the way, this one runs up. It's like you thought you were safe. As you get hit clean, as this one goes low and like slashes you in the thigh. As you end up taking, as soon as I can read, 12 points of slashing damage.
Down.
Halving that to 6.
Ow. My pride.
As it tried to do a low blow sneak attack on you.
And that will be the last thing it ever
That's-
does. I mean,
Well, let's find out. Belza.
reckless.
And healing spirit shenanigan.
Heals back that sneak attack damage.
There you go.
And you know what? It bonking
Actually-
time.
Oh, clean. Give me that damage.
Double 2s.
And just confirming, top or bottom?
Whichever one just tried to sneak attack me.
Bottom. Knocking off a huge chunk of it as it seems to just be wobbling slowly, trying to regrow whatever it can.
I swing up, and where is that sound effect?
There you go.
Alright, Kilara, what you do?
Kilara, what's the plan, hun?
Kilara is going to run by, having rolled and pivoted off of that damage that it just got hit by. Runs past and kind of with a slide, I'm going to sharpshooter again. It's short distance, but still technically a ranged attack on that creature and try and finish it off.
Sounds good. Make it so.
And if you're just like, spirit rolls, the high, low, is strong. Also, I'm pretty sure it's dead.
I think
The
so.
wrath
Just
of-
for fun. Just for fun, roll the damage. Go on
Okay.
ahead.
So that's
Yeah!
13, 15, plus 10, so 25.
I'm sure this comes as no surprise to everybody here, but it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking this one deserves a.
And it
Seriously.
comes back to me. I'm still kind of in that stance on one knee, and I nod to my friends to finish it off. Finish off the last bit of the fight. That's where I'll end my turn.
All right. Silas, do you what do?
I guess shoot an Eldritch Blast at anyone that's available. Unless, of course, they're all dead.
There's one left, and I'll move you up so you're not necessarily behind
Okay,
Key.
good.
And
We're doing the cantrip thing.
fireworks.
Let's do it.
Do the cantrip thing. As you hit with the cantrip thing,
Clean, Jesus.
and you deal
You need the
7
damage.
damage, and you deal 7 damage for the cantrip thing.
Go, Silas.
That's sad.
I know you rolled a 2. It was a rough one. With that though, Key, I need you to roll me a d20.
Alright, first things first, I'm gonna do my own healing spirit on myself.
Okay.
high low on this thing. Jesus Christ, I'll take it. And then let d20. 5.
Okay. We'll come back to that.
Okay. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, so just not as clustered. And also cantrip shenanigans, flame. And that's a
Flame.
whiff.
It's a whiff.
And
Yes. Their turn.
May I ask something really quick?
Absolutely.
Who was the 3 for? The healing spirit 3.
I believe
Is that Silas or Belza? Or...
that was Silas. Unfortunately, Keelar got the 1.
Oh, did I get a healing?
Yeah, because it's when you start your turn or when you first move into that thing's bubble, you get
Oh.
healed for a d6.
Awesome. I'll take it.
All right.
Okay. That's all I had a question about.
All good. Well, that is their turn. And
Remember, the little stabby bastard gets advantage. I get advantage, he gets advantage.
yeah. Which is part of the reason I was making a check to see if it was processing something. It is going to attack you, though, with advantage, Belza. And it's still gonna fucking miss. But that's all it can do. Belza.
And
Time
one
to hit
more
rock
round
bottom.
of Healing Spirit for Belza.
Clean.
Oh no.
The 1.
Mhm.
Okay, I'm.
Yeah, you knock off a huge chunk of this thing. It's like, honestly, you cleave off like the top half of it, yet the bottom's still moving. Gross. Just gross.
Can I just give a nod to Kilar?
Gee, Lara.
It's still within range of it, so.
I'm just going to walk
And
up
now
to
the dice
this.
just hate me.
Is that 1 for
Oh,
me?
jeez.
Yeah. And Silas will get the last charge, then poofs.
That's a mood.
I'm just gonna walk up and just very anticlimactically with the boomerang just tap it on the head, just bonk.
Okay.
So it's not thrown. Only a 12 to hit.
In a sad manner, it rolls out of the way saying, fuck you.
Fair enough. My hubris. And I just look at it and say, "You slippery little fucker! I'm trying to give you an easy way out. Now it's gonna hurt." Yeah, I will give Silas the last shot. That's the end of my turn.
Silas,
Alright,
are
last
you
healing
going to
thing
continue
that
the
can do-
cantrip train?
Wow, final 3 were literally just, you'll
There's
get
nothing
1.
else I can do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fire.
Fire!
These rolls today, guys.
Silas, what's your modifier?
A
Please tell me.
+7.
Okay, you hit. Thank God.
It would have been funny if
Give me
it
the
dodged.
D10 +5.
It would have been funny if it dodged both
And
of
that
them.
is enough as you split the legs in half and it falls over dead.
I
I'm just
hate it
mad
here.
about
I don't
the-
want to be here anymore. Let us leave.
I'm just mad about the last 3 charges of that healing spirit. It literally just handed out 1s.
Mm.
Oh
God
my
fucking
God.
damn it.
Ilara only received 1s every time it healed.
Beautiful. With that, you're free to move out the cabin.
Raise up. And knowing shit might go fucking sideways and tits up, I'm gonna finally use my Armor of Agathis.
By all means.
So 5 temp HP.
If I use my action to drink a potion,
You get the full.
okay. So I'll take the full the action to do that. It's 10.
Yeah, nah, I'm in the same camp of I need the full 10. Jesus.
These things,
I am dying.
it's all small hits, but they add up.
God,
And fuck it,
yes.
top off.
Also, I have returned.
Welcome back. And I noticed I gave you too much HP. I fixed it. It's okay. It happens.
What's my HP at?
You were at 28. I put
He
you
was
at
like at
27.
3. Oh, we're at 27. Woo-wee.
Yeah, I've been healing you.
Get
I got you.
Is that still looking a little rough?
How many potions did I consume?
Whatever you consumed in the grotto. This is just from the healing spirit.
Oh, shit! I'm still alive. I don't need to
are.
drink any potions. Does anyone need potions? I got 3.
I got 4. Looking around, like, Kilara, are you still doing a little rough?
I'm all right. I'll be fine.
I say, slightly haggard, but I'm okay. I'm sitting at 35 out of 40, so I'm good.
Still gonna pop a potion and hand it to you. Drink.
I'll be okay without the top up. What I am aiming for, though, is I would like to do a perception check to see if we have, like, people on the way down through here.
At least giving you the potion just in case.
By all means.
Jeez,
And I'll
only a
join.
10.
I'll join you on that.
I will say all you hear at the base value. Go ahead and make the roll bells as well.
Ooh.
Both sides of the spectrum, all you hear is the diligent working of weapon to stone, the sounds of growing wildlife at a rapid pace, as they just seem to be continuing their job.
All right.
I don't hear much. Are we good to go?
Probably keep flying a little ahead, going, if I remember right, this is the center chamber where she's gonna be. Expect a number of minions with.
All right. I got a question for the two of you then.
I'm going to look at probably the two most would be Belza or Kisora, because I figure that me and Silas will be far back enough that we're not going to be in the middle of the fray.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look to them and ask,
I can protect you. I can help you a little bit. Which do you want?
basically what I'm offering is, who wants protection from energy? Or not protection from energy, excuse me, protection from evil and good, which I can specify Fae.
And it's just this moment of looking towards Belza and like at Self going,
I can take the punishment. You can't.
And there's just this, no, you got a point.
Give it to Belza so that she can take punishment better.
To be fair, if I do give it to Belza, that means even if you go reckless, they would have disadvantage, which would cancel out to a straight roll.
Not bad.
If I give it to Key, you're going to be the prominent figure that will probably be focused on, so at least you'll have that protection. I guess that's the deciding factor, whoever would prefer it based on those factors being known.
With that like in mind, it'd probably be a Belza's going to be probably face first into it all, so
Guilty.
give it to her.
I'll protect you as best I can.
And then there's that like staff being held. The only time I'm going to get close is to bap her with this, and then I'm going to be flying off.
So, is that 2 for Belza then? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll grant it on Belza then. I guess I can do it once per day. It's less of a spell and more of, I assume, kind of ritualistic, runic, kind of. Maybe just kind of like a, almost like face paint, like what's his name from Lion King when he smears the stuff on the forehead.
Rafiki.
Rafiki. Thank you. Jesus. I couldn't think of his name. Yes, I maybe take some like soil or something from the ground or whatever, and do kind of like a little thing under my breath, and then kind of make a little mark on your forehead or something, and then, all right, and you have the benefits of protection from evil and good.
Sounds great. With that, you're free to move out the cabin.
Just for the sake of having it to read.
Okay. Guess sneaking forward.
Like at this point, though, it'd probably be like Key looking towards Silas. If you haven't drank that resistance thing, chug now. As Key's popping hers.
And Key, as you're heading up, one more time, roll me a d20.
Sorry.
That 7.
Okay. Good to go. As you continue your way up, the sounds of work become clearer and clearer as you start to see this organized workflow of these hyphen warriors carrying rocks, carving into the earth, while in the back you see what looks to be like a hyphen like the others. The face with a crimson red lipstick, but as where you would see eyes, just sprawls out into this beautiful display. A crown of spores, literally. A robe of her own design, of her own being. And with that, what do you guys want to do?
Probably catching sight and seeing that, and just would Key be able to see like where the key of power is on her?
I will say, as you are looking at her, you can see it looks like it's almost implanted into her chest.
And like with the sight of that one, Key's just kind of, Master, I've always to have a homecoming.
I'll look to Key and ask, is it go time?
And there's just this look over, like you can see in her eyes, like, there's no way of saving. We're gonna have to kill. And just a slow, solemn nod.
Okay. In that case, then, I'm going to look to my friends and say, I'm sorry. And I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to try to stealth in.
Okay.
If I can. I want to try getting to a vantage point.
Make me a stealth check.
Okay. I'm gonna basically I just say like I'm sorry for what's about to happen. Oh. I am sorry.
Yeah, you can take that. Sorry.
You.
I'll also get into ambush position, if I may.
By all means, at this point, I will go ahead and say, while we're getting stuff set up, you're free to move anywhere, but do not go past the mouth. And that goes for all of you.
Yay.
Just gonna go there.
He probably. Yeah, right up there.
Could be worse,
So,
it could be
as you're getting settled in, I'll go and tell you that you do realize that the biggest thing you see is this production almost happening. As from the various mushrooms and spores you see going
What's
on.
Just stealth shenanigans.
Nothing. You don't see
You'll-
me. You don't see anything.
Okay. Moving on. That's why I'm giving you this extra information as well. As you guys kind of go about the process, you see them like this very elaborate system. As you see the veiled lady in the back casting a spell, opening up to this rift that's happening in the middle of this whole area. It seems to just randomly be shifting. There's moments where it feels hot. There's moments where it feels cold. There's moments where you just feel a breeze blowing. And every couple of times it flips, you'll see one of these giant hulking monstrosities literally just jump on in. As it jumps in, and it's gone. And about that same time, from one of the mushrooms nearby, a new one forms. And the cycle continues again.
Okay.
This just seems to be the loop that's happening over and over and over.
Is it just me, or are we severely outnumbered here?
He's looking at it all just, probably better bet is to pointing to the veiled lady herself. Just go for her and race against time. But also kind of like looking at the mushroom, and pointing the mushroom and looking at Kilara as well, going, if you can maybe take it out, like very questioningly, might delay a little.
I can try. Yeah.
With that in mind, I will say, for the sake of things, with the stealth checks, the Pythons themselves, they did not notice you. But I will say, while the veiled lady is working on keeping this rift open, you can clearly see the head is kind of casually looking in the general direction of the mouth. You are
Okay.
almost certain she knows you're there. With that in mind, though, Belza, what would you like to do?
I guess. At least they don't know. I kind of look over at Key. Want to do anything? Do it now.
And it's just a moment of probably just a slight twitch movement forward and just bap her with the staff ahead of time, just like, have fun.
And I'll say, as you do that, Bells, like, you feel your heart just speed up to a mile a minute. Your pupils get big as you feel your muscles just tense up, like in this concentrated focus. You have access to the haste spell for 1 minute.
I guess chaos ensues where she can go 60 and then she can dash. And just kind of nods like, I guess I'm going in.
Good luck.
Rage and dash.
Reach and dash.
At the very least I can get to her. I am doing the stupid.
Do the stupid.
If I die in glory.
So this is gonna be like 5 gold. She goes down and pretty fast.
Or I have 2 actions now. I can actually take a swing.
Yes.
You do.
It is time for the book.
Meanwhile, Keel humor at Silas. There's a good chance, but the same token, kind of mode of magic in Key's hand, I do have things to keep her up.
So those two at that first attack
Yeah.
hits clean. 21 points.
All right.
As you just get that clean shot in, you can see like a part of her body just crack open. But equally as that happens, you see the flesh literally just reconstituting itself.
All right. I'm doing what barbarian do. I'm doing the rage.
Do the rage.
Do the rage, Kilara. What you gonna do?
Okay, that's the end of your turn, right?
Yep. Yep, that's me.
Oh, sorry. My brain skipped a beat. Go, Kilara.
I am going to, because we've initiated combat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm just going to, while running, huck a boomerang in the direction of this creature. That's, let me check the distance on that. Either way, it's gonna be disadvantaged unless I sharpshooter. I might as well go for sharpshooter.
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home indeed. Let's go for the sharpshooter. 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
That'll be 10 plus 10, so 20 damage.
Very nice. Another clean hit as you see some of her starting to already reconstitute again.
All right. I would like to. Is it possible to perhaps do a check or something to see exactly what number to get an eye on everything, or do I see all these creatures? Or
I will say you can see most everything in this room very cleanly.
okay,
You see that there are, and I'm going to count this number for you, 3, 5, 7, 9 hyphen in the area, with the understanding that it's like they can be produced in mass.
okay. And these big guys were tough, if I remember right.
You remember they, if not necessarily tough, they were chunky as heck.
Cool. All right. That's for all on my turn.
All right, moving on. Silas, what's the plan?
I'm gonna bonus action cast Hex on. Let me see here. What's the range on that? 90 feet? She should be within range for Hex. If not, I'll just move a little forward.
She'll be. Yeah, you can move just
I'll
a
have
little
to
bit
move
forward,
forward
and
one
you will
space.
be.
So we're gonna cast Hex on her. And then gives Blast a cantrip.
That's the cantrip.
So Blast a cantrip with that and 16.
16 will hit.
Alright. First up is the force damage. Next
Very
is going
nice.
to be the hex damage, which is necrotic.
Okay. I will say one thing: as you add that in, it does no effect. In fact, it seems to actually be speeding up her healing.
Oh no.
Oh shit. Well, that goes damage end turn.
Key, what would you like to do?
At least it's just a d6, guys.
Yeah, probably 5, 10, 20, just a little bit behind Kilara.
Yep.
And let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Because seeing how large she is, I can just ice knife no qualms without it really
Oh, absolutely.
hurting
make it
or having
so.
a chance of. And
the
I'm going
face.
to upcast this for a second, pretty much. It whiffs, but it still will probably do the cold damage anyway, so Dex.
Yep, I'm making that roll now. And it is going to fail, taking the 12.
Probably if I'm going for the face. Would this one be within range or not so much, considering it technically whiffed, so it'd probably land like just shy.
Roll with it. And that'll also fail.
And bonus action. We'll empower the spores.
Sounds good. With that, before we do anything else,
Mm-hmm.
the Veiled Ladies could take a legendary action.
Spooky.
As you see Bells, as you're in front of her with just that bloodlust going through your body, you feel something starting to grab at your feet. I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
Yay, barbarian. Yay, rage.
At least you do that at
Yeah.
advantage.
Thankfully so, as you just yank your feet out, as you can tell that she was trying to grapple you and restrain you. Well, with that, let's get to some fun.
Uh-oh.
First off, as this is happening, Alexa, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Alexa.
Who is Lexa?
Wow, my brain, Belza.
Which twin?
The struggle is real. Belza. That is not quite enough. As she reaches out and grabs you by the throat, you feel something singe into your neck. And as that happens, Kilara, you feel something burning in your head.
Oh. Am I hearing voices now?
No, but we'll come back to that in a second. As, pardon me, as I do this.
What the fuck? Sure.
Now then, as for the other matters.
Just,
The Veiled Lady does have one extra attack she needs to do. And she'll definitely do it on you, Belza, since you're in point blank range.
That's fair.
As you see the hand kind of unfurl into this plant-like whip,
Mm-hmm.
is going to hit you cleanly for 4 points of slashing damage and 3 points of necrotic, halving that to 1 because of your potion.
So 2 and 1 because I'm still raged out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And she will
But
take,
also,
or she will
there's
get
one
the
other
answer
matter.
of
Oh.
the armor back at this.
Sounds good. It's at 5 right now, yes?
10.
10, even better.
Because it's now second
But,
level naturally.
Beautiful. Bonus question, by the way, Belza.
Yep.
How much damage went through in the end?
A whole 3.
Kilara,
Mhm.
as you're watching this display and that slash go through, you feel a twinge in your head that just doesn't hit right. You take a point of psychic damage.
Oh. Okay. It's a light headache.
It's a light headache. Meanwhile, actually, I'm gonna make an adjustment.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, the dust caps. The one that's right beside Bells is gonna take an attack. Miss clean. The other one will also attack. Miss clean. I will say though, Belzo.
Just to confirm, did Belza attack with Reckless before?
Oh.
Yes. So it is.
Okay,
you
it
roll.
is straight roll.
Straight roll.
Yeah, straight roll.
One of them will hit clean. For 6 points of damage, already halved. Kilara, you feel another twinge in your head and your body as you take 3 points of psychic damage.
Also, I still have the temp HP. Another 10 ice, motherfucker.
How
Sounds
many did I
good.
take? 3?
3.
3. Okay.
I have one more temp HP with that, so somebody else gets hit next time.
Hmm.
Less armor of Agathis.
Mm-hmm.
Belza, while you're here though, make me a perception check.
I can do that. I know nothing. It's an 8.
Okay.
I'm too raged out. My brain is into focus.
Sounds good.
So I am about to get harassed with food, so
It's fine. You got a moment. Nothing else is happening to you this turn. I'll tell you that safely. Go get your food.
Okay, BRB real quick.
10-4. Meanwhile, yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. Yep, we're gonna do that. As this one that just sprouted is gonna go over here and is gonna attack you, Killer, or try to. As it fails miserably because the digital dice say "fuck you." This one's going for Key. Dice says "fuck you." You're getting a turn in your favor. This one's gonna finish its objective. Jump into the hole. As all the while, you see another stack of mushrooms sprout another one. Right there.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, moving these little babies. While I move these babies, I forgot when I said Belza's good to go get food. It's her turn next.
Mm-hmm.
So
I heard
we'll
my
just
name.
give her turn when she... Oh, right on cue. Good job. It's your turn, actually.
It is time to bonk. Bonk the lady. With the 2 attacks because I'm hasted.
Of course.
Nice job, Belza.
Balance.
Balance!
And in a fun manner... Oh, wait. Rage. And Reckless. One of those missed. The other hit.
You know what? 1 is 1. 1 is good.
1 is 1.
1 is bonk.
Belza,
Yes?
how do you want to cleave through her?
Just gonna hook into the shoulder, bring her down, and tear the key out.
As you go to do that, and just literally cleave the body in half, as the body just lays there and it slowly starts to dissolve into the earth. And the key is sitting there.
Yoink! Kind of looking back at Key. Sorry!
And you just kind of had to be done.
Rest in
She's
peace,
not
lady.
happy. Like, you can hear it in the voice. Like, she's not happy, but the same token, it's like, a job's a job.
That was way too easy.
These things are
Looking
still
over
coming
toward-
after us.
Yep.
Anything else you want to do, Belza?
Don't have anything for a bonus action, so I am going to just groove here.
Okay. Belza, while you've been on your murdering ways, Kilara, I want you to make me a perception or insight check.
Oh, I'm better at perception.
Another
9.
one for the counter. Oh,
Yeah.
darn. My brain got excited.
Yeah, I don't get advantage on these. I just have it set to always do advantage just in case.
I'm so
Makes
good.
it easier.
Your gut is feeling something, though, is you're like, 1, she died too easy.
Mhm.
2, why are they still here if we killed the source?
Mhm. They're thinking
Something's
the
wrong.
exact same thing MJ was thinking.
Something's wrong.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I think we need to get out of here. And I'm going to look between. I'm stuck between a rock and another rock. So I'm going to.
Essentially.
Yeah. I'm going to look at these 2 guys, and I guess I'm going to use my. I think it's an action. Let me check and make sure. Bonus action. Okay. So as a bonus action, I'm going to Hulk out. I'm going to go full key. I don't know what we actually called this. Full hyena, hyena mode
Okay.
as a bonus action.
Shift.
Yep. So as part of this, I can, as part of the shift, I can make a bite attack. I'm going to bite the one next to Key. That'll be a 17 to hit.
17 will hit. Give me the damage.
9 piercing damage on the bite.
All right.
And I'm going to use my action to try and wallop on the one behind. That one's only the 14.
That is still enough to hit. Give me the damage.
Damn. 9 bludgeoning. Why does it say udgeoning? That's fine.
Who knows? It's fine.
Okay.
Anyway. With
And
that,
if I may,
yeah.
I want to use a... Where is it? Not second wind. Action surge.
Make it so.
And boom, I action surge. And I'm going to once again bite, or not bite, but hit this one with the boomerang.
Boomerang.
18 to hit.
Clean. Give me the damage.
Just flailing at these guys. 10. And if I may, I'd like to pump into that the thing from my... There's so many things that I have. Combat superiority die for sharpened attack to give it an extra d8 of damage.
Of course.
All right. Running through some resources. Okay. That's an extra 2. So, 12.
All right. Good stuff.
I'm clearing the way for you. We gotta get out of here.
With that, moving on down the docket.
Mhm.
Silas, there are giant mushroom people in front of you. What the fuck? I will say, if you'd like, you can roll me that perception or insight as well.
Gonna go for insight.
Silas, you have the gut feeling plus 20. Why are they still here if she's dead? Why do you still see what looks to be like a branding around Belza's neck, like the spell that was cast earlier? Why hasn't the portal shut down in the middle of this thing?
Hold up.
Yeah?
Oh, it's not. It doesn't do what I think it does. Question then. I have Hex.
Yeah.
If the target
Mhm.
drops to 0 HP before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on your subsequent turn of yours to curse a new target. Is she still cursed?
One of those complicated things. I will say she went to 0 hit points. But she is... I will say you still feel the faintest tether. If you wanted to hold on to it, you could. Or you could bring it to someone else.
Where is it? Could I suss out where it is?
I see where you're going with this. Make me an Arcana check.
Ah, crap. Alright. Here goes. Alright, we got a 15.
You feel that hex connected to the earth, as it seems to be slowly moving its way around the areas like it's hunting, searching. And it's coming your way.
Huh?
Like
and it's
directly
coming
at me?
in your direction.
Oh. Okay. Do I have an idea of what direction it's coming from?
Would that check? It's literally makes sense.
Oh shit. Okay, I kind of get it. So it's underground?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any spells. The hex is still technically on it.
Again, you want to pop into something else, you can. It's your choice.
No. Can I take a wild shot of Eldritch Blast at where it's coming to?
You can always try.
I'll take the shot. There's not much else I can do. Fuck.
You fire it off into the ground, but you're not sure if it did anything.
Damn it.
By the way, how long does that detect thoughts
That's it.
last?
I got nothing. It ended right as we left out of combat.
I wanted to make sure. Key. What would
It
you like
was
to do?
it was gone.
Understood.
How bad does Kilara look for health-wise?
She still looks okay.
Okay, so a rare moment coming from Tiny Pixie, but also with the Halo of Spores active, this actually does give it a little bit more of a kick. She's gonna try to strike the mushroom in front of her with the quarterstaff.
Okay. Make me that roll.
12.
It says no to your roll for its mushroom pecs.
Damn. You know what, considering it's like, alright, try for the BAP. That did not work. I'm just gonna use bonus action to healing word myself, because I know it's coming. And
Sounds
it's
good.
not gonna be a fun time. That is 5 healing.
Alright.
Yeah, that'll be it.
So with that, Key, you kind of get the BAP in, and you start to hear the faintest sounds of whispering in your head. Very familiar to you. But it's faint and it's scattered. As Kilara, Silas, you're both close enough where you can easily see slowly pulling itself from this back wall of Hyphen. You see the colors of red manifesting as she spawns out of it. Hands like talons leaning into Key's ear. As Key, you just hear, "Welcome home." As she scores a critical hit. Dealing 18 points of slashing damage and 3 points of necrotic, already halved.
I'm over here just like, thank God for the temp HP via the Circle of Spore empowering, because otherwise, woohoo! So I'm only getting hit with 2 on that 18. And the other one was 3?
3, already halved.
Okay.
Meanwhile, let's handle the rest of the movements. Damage.
Oh, guys.
It's alright, I'm on the way.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. 3. Only one of them's gonna hit. Dealing 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Which I will say, as this happens, this is the first proper hit you've gotten.
Mhm.
Belza.
Yep.
You feel a singeing pain in your neck as it feels like it's constricting. As you take 4 points of psychic damage.
Ooh. And I maintain concentration on protection.
Good. Meanwhile... Moving these down. These two, beside Belza, will make attacks. And just confirming, Belza, you're still reckless?
And I still have the protection. So,
Understood.
even Steven.
Ah, even better then. You only get hit once. For 6 points of damage, already halved. These things like to be sneaky little fuckers.
Mm-hmm.
One goes high, the other goes low. Meanwhile, this last one in the back pops off its arm and throws it in the air. Now you should make me a dexterity saving throw. It's not enough as you get pelted for 14 points of piercing damage, half that to 7.
Okay, not that bad.
Not that bad. And I think that is all we can do at this moment in time.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. Belza.
I'm gonna break off and risk it for a biscuit. I will take the opportunity attacks because Key needs me.
And they still have.
They'll both miss.
So going in for those
You're
attacks.
currently not reckless, so it'd be at disadvantage on that.
Yeah, I'll go reckless once I'm
Yeah.
in her
Yeah.
range. Hi, bitch. You're fucking with the wrong person.
That'll hit.
And you're still hasted, so
The haste did not help. Well, it did help with movement. However, one did hit.
Yep, and we need to pause for a moment because I gotta reboot OBS.
Okay.
I'm impressed it lasted this long, honestly.
So, folks, we're just going to go into please stand by. Shit's fucked. Hear me?
It will be quick. It'll be quick though. Like I already got OBS back up.
Oh, that was quick.
Told you. Boop, 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 boop. Wait, what?
What?
Please update your stream key. Great.
Fantastic.
Let me quickly do that. File. Nope. Edit. Since I remember how to do this. It's one of those fun things I haven't had to do it in so freaking long. Seriously, that will come on when I've honestly forgotten how. This is embarrassing. Settings. Stream. Let's do it this way. Disconnect. Yes, disconnect. Connect. Login proper. There's my phone. Okay. Bam. Authenticating. Done. Apply. Okay. Oh no, why is everything so fucking weird. There.
Why must you be weird?
Stop being fucking weird. Okay, there we go.
Calm the
And-
calamity that are your memories.
Oh, that's a great thing to start back on. We're back live. No.
Hmm?
It crashed again.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
April Fools, and we're the fools.
We are the fools, apparently.
Uh,
Relaunch.
So,
Run in safe
So-
mode.
for some giggles while we wait.
What the
we're
fuck?
just gonna...
God damn. OBS. Why do you gotta be a bitch?
Was it OBS this time, or was it actually like the Twitch thing?
It was OBS.
Okay.
It was just OBS.
Being OBS. Also,
Okay.
I have been
Being
cursed with
OBS.
hiccups.
Oh boy.
That'll be great.
I'm not gonna lie, I have already forgotten details. Oh right, Belza, you made that clean attack.
Yes.
21 points. That's the only thing that has been missed to clarify for those that are on my Twitch. Thank you for your patience. But yeah, you get that clean shot in. And I'll go ahead and say, you notice that she seems to have this extra film about her as you do it, and it looks like she isn't really faced yet. It's almost like she's just toying. Anyway, anything else?
That's all I can do.
Okay. And I'm just double checking stuff here. Chica gives a legendary action. Why not? As she's gonna take a slash at you, Belza. And miss because fuck digital dice.
Bimbo.
Anyway. Moving on, Kilara. You got friends.
I do. I didn't want these friends. I am going to do something, I'm sure. I'm going to, I guess, continue. How's none of these guys look bloodied or anything, right? They just take.
Oh no, they look fine.
Okay,
they
well,
look-
I'm gonna stop distracting them for the time being. Can I suss out what might be the source of why this creature, this lady, is seemingly unaffected? And like, is there something that's obvious, like a beating, glowing heart, or something that would be an indicator of a thing to hit, like her weak spot?
Roll me perception or insight. Your choice.
I'm gonna do perception, and I'm gonna pump one of my 2 last superiority dice into this for the not sharpened attack, sharpened senses.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna do this plus a d8. 13 plus 1d8. Stop rolling low. 14.
The good news is you've had enough experience with the anomalies that are these keys that you know that this is a side effect of that.
Okay.
She took, as the key got ripped out of her, she used one last Hail Mary to just do rapid regeneration.
Okay.
But you're pretty sure with the key now being separated, this is the only one she's getting.
Okay. What kind
Too
of
bad
action?
her mind is still warped and twisted. You can still make an attack if you'd like.
Sure. I'm going to focus on her then. Narrow my eyes, break away from these 3 guys that are practically holding on to me, and just try and make a Hail Mary attack at her using everything I've got.
Okay.
Let's go sharpshooter, because fuck it. And we'll do sharpened attack? Is that the sharpened? Yes. So it adds the D8 of damage if I hit. So
Sounds
we'll
good.
make an. All right, coming right up. Oh no!
No.
I whiff.
Yeah,
So-
you end up just going for the massive, like, congregation of these mushrooms, and just you end up missing the main body.
On the bright side, I don't have to spend the superiority die because it's only when I hit. So I
Good.
whiff.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I guess that's my turn.
Silas. Holy fuck. She there.
So this is her main body, or is this still her false body?
So I'll clarify from that check. You know that when that key got ripped out, she used the last little trick she had up her sleeve with that and did like rapid regeneration. This is her. Just like originally, it was her.
Okay.
She literally just did a massive recovery spree in, a last-ditch effort.
Okay. I'm gonna be dropping the hex.
Okay.
I'm just gonna attack her with blast.
Well, you hit with the blaze.
I deal 12 damage.
You did 12 damage as you see more of that cloak that she
Um,
was wearing get blasted away.
Silas is getting increasingly frustrated.
Roll me a d20.
Pass.
Okay. Key.
Okay. Like, 3 big guys here, her behind, but main concern is the little swarm of fuckers over here. So it's able to hit as much of them as possible. Gonna try to chuck an ice knife level 1 about there. So like
Sounds
3 of them
good.
getting nailed by the cold damage at least.
Boredamus.
And flick.
Alright. Give me the damage, because I'll go ahead and say, as I choke on air, you hit this one nice and cleanly. So they'll take the full 14, or they'll take the 4 either way. Then all 3 of them will make dex saves. 1 will succeed. We'll say this one will succeed, and the other 2 fail. As... Okay. I'll go ahead and tell you. These 2 are looking pretty fucking rough.
Alright. And then bonus action, shenanigans. Can't use that. We'll do. Need to move to here. On Belza, healing words. So you get to heal that much.
Yay!
Bless you, every little bit helps.
And that'll be it.
Alright. Let's go down the docket. We'll start with the big boys. Kilara.
Yeah.
2 of them will hit.
Mm-hmm.
Altogether, those 2, the damage is 16 points of damage.
Okay.
Belza, you feel that tightening in that little mark on your neck again as you take 8 points of psychic. And with that,
Stable at least.
get these little buggers moved. And last but not least, what about Our Lady? She's gonna just use her claws. Keep walling on the two of you. She has access to two, so she's not using those spores right now. One for Belza. Miss. One for Key. Miss. She's easily able to duck out of the way. And that's all the movements and actions. Belza.
And she's gonna keep raging out and just looking at her. Hands to yourself!
That one will miss. That will crit.
Ooh,
Spicy.
Make it hurt.
that ding.
That sweet, sweet ding.
And
ding.
I'm gonna double it up and use the key of the warrior to force her to make a strength saving throw.
All right, give me just 1 second. I gotta do math.
Well, she's not in a great place to move if it does succeed.
And making that save. As she will use her only legendary resistance to hold off on that.
All right,
There.
that gives that
As you literally see the wall like cracking behind you. Or behind her.
as you up close can see the static of Belza. She's mad now.
I will also say, as you're doing this key, you can realize that the Veiled Lady is properly hurting now. As you see what looks to be like traces of blood coming down her lips.
Probably knowing Key being, her usual snarky thing of just, the cover's gone.
I will say, as you actually say that, then Belza, anything else for your turn? Just making sure.
If I could pop a potion. I have so many of these little bastards. Down to 2.
Use them how you got them. She's gonna reach out and try to claw at both of you using the legendary action, but it doesn't go off. And she's starting to get into more of this rapid panic.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Kilar, what would you like to do?
Kilara is panting and rough. What kind of an action is it to activate the key? Because you said it's emotionally driven. I think that I'm in a panic as well, because I'm surrounded by massive mushroom men who are trying to cause extreme bodily harm.
I have been waiting for that question, and this is a point where I'd say you can activate it, but because you still don't have full control, roll me a d20.
I will roll a d20. There you go. It's a 7.
Okay. Me for a moment.
Sure. I'm going to turn into a goldfish. Here we go.
Not quite that bad. But
I mean,
as soon as I can get Dean to wake up. Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest, I'm relying on this
I
for its.
I caught that, Luna.
Yeah. So like
As
it
you-
works like a wild shape, right?
It does.
Okay.
As you kind of feel a fight or flight urge kick in,
Mhm.
and you go full feral, as you feel your body morph and crack and shift. As I am looking for the one particular thing I was looking for. And of course I can't find it right now because the universe is cruel.
What you want?
There it is. I found it. Turn to a wolf.
Oh, all right.
Puppy!
Anyway, I will say for the sake of things, because I'm struggling with getting it set up to you, tell me what you want to do with it. What do you want to do? I have the stat block right here, so I can make the rolls for you.
Sure. I'm keeping these things distracted, and I'm snapping at my jaws at them. So I'm going to, I guess, attack whichever one's weakened, because I'm keeping these guys off of my teammates.
This one.
So I'll bite at that one.
Clean, baby. Nah, we'll do it proper. As you get a clean, like, bite into the leg and just yank, as you deal 14 points of piercing damage.
Damn!
And on top of that, because it was a crit, I'm not even gonna make you have them roll the check for this. They just fall prone as you literally have yanked the leg clean out of them.
Perfect. Is it possible to have landed on top of them, just to look down at them and like, at them?
There you go.
Yay.
Just for you.
Just be the puppy.
And I think that's all I can do.
Silas, what would you like to do?
The only thing you can, Elder Triple Ass, dude. Yeah.
Clean hit. Give me the damage. You can see, like, you blast off the
Just
shoulder, and this time it doesn't regenerate anymore.
He just wants it to die. He's just getting angrier.
I think you'll get your wish soon. Key.
Last spell slot. Ice Knife on this one. Try and get as many as possible with the ensuing Cold Blast.
Excellent. It's not enough to hit, but they all three will make the dex save. One will succeed, two will fail. Sake of things. We'll say this one on the far side is the one that succeeded.
Yeah, yep.
Very nice. It is now their turn. And with that, let's see. I need to make an important check, actually, before I do anything else. She's keeping control. Okay, then. She is going to use her turn to do her claw attacks. The Veiled Lady. One on Key, one on Belza. Double checking something here. Belza, you're gonna get hit for the words. 4 points of slashing, 1 point of necrotic, because you're still raging. And Key. She reaches out for you. You see her hands kind of collapse in what looks to be like a spike. She's trying to go straight through your chest. And she's gonna hit. But as it hits, you don't feel anything.
That's spooky.
as you look down, Key, and part of your outfit has been fully converted to look like tree bark. Your armor class has gone up.
Ooh.
Shit.
Meanwhile, bro, these two big boys.
Hello, motherfucker.
Belza, you're getting critted.
I'd rather it be me than somebody else.
Uh-oh.
The crit will do
Uh,
for.
He is.
He disconnected.
Uh-oh.
We've had a casualty. We've had a
Yeah, he is
casualty.
disconnected because their power flickered.
Oh no.
Oh.
Their power flickered. They'll be back on shortly.
Okay.
In the meantime, just continue.
We'll handle the other matters then. And I'll clarify what happened to her when she gets back. Belza, for that crit, you are taking 8 wow, words. 8 points of slashing damage. Already halved. The other one is going to hit our pupper clean for 8 points of slashing damage.
Am I still pupper?
You're still pupper.
Okay.
Close. Like you feel like shit, but you're still pupper.
But I lost my protection.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's more than seen its use.
Oh no.
Rather me than you guys. Rather me than you guys. Rather me than you guys.
All right. With that, 3 dust caps. Only one will hit. Doing up. 6 points of slashing damage, already halved.
Ow.
Elza, I need you to roll me a d20.
Sure. Whee! It almost skidded on the 20, but nope, that's a 2.
Gone.
I'm not that lucky.
Fair. With that though, before you do anything, Belza,
Yes?
you kind of feel this moment as you get that shake one more time, the blood like rushing through your head. As you hear a nice soft laughter back in your ear again. You just feel the breath leaning in. You want that ride, right?
That ain't important right now. They're important right now. Out of my head!
You feel what seems like something like a carapace wrapping around your leg, slowly coiling up. As you look down, you see the faintest silhouettes of what looks like a scorpion's tail. As it just laughs. You see, in this moment, we can both get what we want. I'll help you if you help me. Does that sound fair?
Why should I trust you?
Because aren't we good on our word?
That makes me trust you less.
All I want is her head. Nothing more.
That I can do.
Consider it a opportunity for future business.
Fair deal.
And as you say that, you feel a slash on your leg as you take 3 points of damage. Snapping back to reality as everything seems to still be moving as if nothing happened. The veiled lady in front of you looking to be pretty rough. Keep going.
I shall. I'm still hasted, I believe.
You are.
Still going.
You lost.
I lost my protection, which was from Kilara.
Sorry. Yeah, I thought you lost the haste as well from Key being hit.
Nope. Not in
That
this
was
case.
that was via staff, so it's just basically a bap and go. It runs its
I
full
will
force.
explain. I will explain after the session. I will say, though, those are 2 clean hits. Give me the damage.
And I can do the key thing once a turn. I'm still gonna keep forcing her into that corner.
Hey, Belza.
Yeah?
You going for the head?
Yep.
So with that reckless abandon of a final movement, that burning in your neck, the stinging in your leg, you whip the anchor up as you just see the head get ripped clean off as it just rolls on the ground beside Key. And the last image you see as the body just collapses to the ground is all of the high fae around you just slowly decaying and fading away. They stop fighting as they lose control. And just one by one, they all go. Until finally, eventually, you are alone.
Immediately, my attention is on the key. Are you okay?
Probably that moment of, looking at, the decaying remains of Veiled Lady, just, I'll be good.
Rara! Silas!
Mm-hmm. I think
To
Rara
be fair,
will.
Kilar, you'll still pump her.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over kind of limping because I had lost a lot of hit points as a wolf too, didn't I?
You did. You were literally down to like 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over and just kind of like do that, when you see a dog that just got in a fight and they kind of limp over and they're rough. Like I kind of come over and I'll just rest my head somewhere, just
Scoop you up like, those big dogs, like a husky, just scoop.
my tongue lolls out of my mouth and I'm just panting, like kind of that half-heartedly happy, just.
I gotcha. Silas, you okay?
He's quiet. He just comes out forward. He's unharmed.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks. He just not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose with just tail. Lean down a little bit, grab the head. If it's even there.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure QD going over towards this portal, checking out, like, alright, what court's this thing set to? Because we need a door.
Honestly, as you look, as you get closer, you see that it was literally flipping randomly to the different courts. There's a moment, like, it really passed through every season while you guys have been fighting at least 3 times a pop. If it wasn't for you all stopping this conveyor belt process, they would have just invaded. But I will say, sadly, as you're kind of sitting watching, the last remnants of the magic connecting it fade. As it flips finally in the end to the Autumn Court for a split second. As you probably see one familiar face just looking up at you. A mix of disgust, but acceptance.
There's this moment where she's, like, doing this, like, mouthing, mischief managed essentially, but also flipping off the person. Like
And then
mischief
then-
managed. I'm not coming back. I'm keeping my word while still, flipping off.
And I'll say, as you talk about this, she just gives a, like, you see the person give a sigh, a gentle bow as they walk away and the image fades. And you're alone in this cave.
Let's see if
And
little
this-
cutie is fine and let's hit the road.
Meanwhile, he's just walking away from the pool all happy, just like, yep. Just glad that when we made use of that, tender key, it didn't stick us directly in the Autumn Court.
Oh. Speaking of keys, taking it from probably where I stashed it, toss key, the key.
And it's just kind of a, looking at it, just, you sure?
I got two. You can fight the other two for it.
And it's just
As
that
you
moment of,
look into it,
I guess.
I will say, as you look into it, you see what looks to be like the background of a library, as you see a robed figure slowly poring over a book, just in constant motion of constant study.
Probably at that point, he's just looking at it and just, ooh, I think I'll keep this one.
Also, Key, do you mind if I drive for a moment?
Go for it.
I'll say, as you're leaving, you do see one other matter of interest. The veiled lady's corpse. As I'm guessing in this case, the main thing I'll say that catches your eye is that the cloak seems to have detached itself from her, as it looks to be almost like a living organism in its own right. If you want it, you can take it.
You could probably look at it, probably put a hand out and just focusing, just like, what do you want to do? Like asking it personally before any decisions made.
It just you sense a single, you see, actually, I'll say, as you ask that question, you feel a few remaining thoughts come through it. As I type it in the Roll20. As it goes quiet.
And that he'd just be like, I know, like, even if it goes quiet, she still basically, like, grabs it, holds it tight, and just speaking softly. The key is what did cause the issue. It had to be done. However, and she'll just, no hesitation, put this thing on and just, I will continue with what was started.
And with that, you guys are able to comfortably work your way back through the caves. Cutie is relieved to see you guys return, and will happily scuttle behind you guys out of the woods, eventually arriving back to that small town as you use the door to return back to the den.
Probably
And,
getting towards that point, looking back to Cutie, just like, wait here a moment. We need to make sure it's safe for you to enter.
And our boss.
What? God fucking damn it.
If we have a guest and we want them to stay, can we have them granted permission?
It's not work, dearie. I wish it was.
I'm sorry, what was that?
She's like, I wish that was a solution like that, but it's not really how it works.
Oh, we can't keep them?
You know what? I'm just gonna reference the black inky flask that one of you's holding. And if you want to
Aw.
let the thing walk through, walk through. We'll see what happens. But I'm not promising anything.
I guess he's going on the ship.
Silas will toss the key to Belza
Thank you. You're back.
and just
Good. Go bring him to the ship. Look at
As you go and like do the doors, Sweetie will walk through and just, we'll probably, give like a little hug on the shin.
oh. They'll treat you nice here, I hope. Kind of looking at is Jindamara here?
Yeah, I'd say so.
This is cute. Play nice.
Okay, whatever.
He's friendly. Aren't you, little buddy?
He probably did return the steps. That way, if it wanted to like do the communication sport thing, it can.
Oh yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
if the door's open to Jandamara, is
Yep.
it possible to walk up myself? Am I still a wolf?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. I'll go up and kind of circle as a wolf, kind of run a quick lap around him, and then just kind of brush up against him, kind of like happy to see him. Is it possible to end the thing early? Or does it stay for the full duration?
Roll me a d20.
Oh god. 14?
That's enough. As you you focus on like, I want it over, I want a hug, and you kind of like morph out of it.
When I do it, can I have positioned myself between his legs, like having gone through, like I was just gonna walk through and then transform and knock him on his ass?
Sure. It's literally that happens, just like, you motherfucker.
Big old shit-eating grin.
Couldn't help it. By the way, I'm gonna help him up and hand him the glaive. I
I'll
think it's
take
better.
it.
I think it's better in your hands.
Nice.
I think you know where it came from.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
He kind of looks at it and thinks about it and kind of with a sigh, it's just like, come back later, okay? I might have something for you.
I'll be happy to visit.
Gives you a hug.
Yeah.
Probably whispers in your ear, don't be such a fucking smartass either.
Oh, and I'm mid-hug and I have already slipped a finger in my mouth, and then I pop it into his ear and break the hug. Walk away.
Son of a bitch!
Sibling love.
Too perfect.
I will say with that though, I want to conclude with 2 scenes, and then we'll go shop for the night. Silas, question for you. How have you been feeling?
yeah.
Besides the fact that you're just glad to be out of that fucking cave.
He's kind of reflecting on everything right now. He's just kind of feeling useless.
Mhm.
I want you to roll me one final d20. Oh. Okay then. You get that side of the spectrum. As you kind of sit and you are reflecting on everything, you feel this out of place sensation. Suddenly you start to hear a discussion, but it doesn't match anything else you've heard. As you just hear, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all it took. Soon they'll come home. Soon they'll come home. As the thought fades in your head, and you feel something or someone just inches away from you. And you turn to look back to find no one.
He's more annoyed than ever,
I'm sure.
and it's so it physically shows that he's had enough.
Noted. And the last thing, Belza,
Yep.
you finish your day. You use your key. You go back to your room. And as you step inside, you feel that burning in your leg. As you've patched up most of your wounds, but that one is still there. It doesn't
Okay.
seem to go away.
Looking up. You want your fucking head? Or am I gonna be carrying this around for fucking weeks?
I will say, actually, as you talk about that, are you just holding the head? Have you been carrying it around?
For the most
How have you
part,
been carrying it?
I've got it with me, yeah. And I'll, like, this thing, whatever mysterious bullshit, reach back, drop it on the ground.
Okay. Which, in a fitting manner, you're holding it and you feel the fleshy texture, like you know what you've been holding. And the moment you let it go, you expect to hear a soft thud. Instead, you hear a clank.
Huh?
As you look down to see what looks to be like one of the parts you need for your rider. In fact, it looks to be like a large part. It looks to be like almost a miniature version of it. But like the outer skeleton. It looks like it's still missing its inner mechanics.
Not a bad deal. Is that burning fucked off yet?
You feel it slowly start to fade. As you look down, you see the wound closing. And as it closes, you get one final voice in your head. We'll talk again soon. And that is where we'll conclude for tonight. That
Drama.
is it. Drama! We have successfully procced technically everybody's abilities.
Mhm.
At least once. Well, everybody except one.
Mhm.
With that though, as we're kind of winding down, just be prepared for stuff to change as we continue on in the next couple of weeks. I will go ahead and tell you guys a little bit of housekeeping before we close up. We're already over time. We might as well just finish with the final thoughts. The key that was acquired was known as the Key of the Mage. Besides it having the usual ability, +1 to any stat or +2 to your intelligence modifier, you also have the ability to learn one wizard spell. In this case, the rolls to hit and saves use intelligence. And for the sake of things, I'll even say that the keys, what level spell you can use, it depends on who's using it. So if it's a caster, whatever your max spell slot is, if you want to use that max level, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Happy shopping. Besides that, though, for final bits of housekeeping before we close shop for the night, the next stream day we have is Thursday, as I'll be getting my dues as the votes came in after we successfully hit our follower and subscriber goals. I'm going to be playing Outlast for the next stream.
Godspeed.
I am not looking forward to it, but I know it'll be entertaining at least.
It'll be great.
I'm sure it will be.
I'm
With
pretty
that,
sure a
though-
good chunk of us will be like either moderating or I don't know if we'd be in here with. I don't know how that well. That would work.
I want you here for emotional support.
I can do that.
I can be here as well for that one.
Yeah, we can try to be here.
Yay!
got you,
With
boo.
that though, the only other thing I will clarify is a fun bit of last minute housekeeping. Be expecting more stream days over the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna try to up the count to 3 a week if possible.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we'll still do the standard stream days on the D&D stream every other Monday. So to clarify, the next D&D stream, as I pull up the magical calendar of magic, will be on April the 15th. April the 15th. I just checked. So mark your calendars if you want to join in on that. Besides that, we play a lot of variety, silly games. The running joke of on our off days, we just play monster fucker games. Who knows?
Another point of order, though, we did receive 3 more follows and another sub during the stream.
We did, which I'll go ahead and repeat those thankfuls again. Thank you to, as I'll even include the one from earlier this afternoon before the follower goal was triggered. Thank you to Miss Olivia 123. Thank you to Semi, Cadillac Jack, and last but not least, thank you for following and subscribing Red-Headed Raven.
Woo! Thank
But
you,
with
guys.
that in mind, we are going to close shop. Until then, be good, do good, lots of love, and we will see you guys on Thursday. Please pray for me.
Best
It'll be
of
great.
luck.
Bye.